Hi everyone, I'm just waiting for the stream to pick up. Hopefully in a minute we will be live. I'm sure it's just going to cut in on me talking. Unfortunately I can't see my computer, so I'm just hoping that this is going to come up any second now. Let's just have a quick look. And in theory, why are we not live? We're live. Huh. Why can't I see anything? I'm not sure if you can hear me, guys, but I am just having a few issues myself, so bear with me for a moment. And hopefully that's the sound working. You see, this is exactly the joy of me having no idea what I'm doing. So hopefully that's going to start coming through. I was just saying that basically one of the problems I'm having is the sound and the video. I think the sound is going to be very slightly kind of annoying, especially if I stop talking. So basically I got home about 3 hours ago and to set this all up, and then I couldn't get the computer working, so now I'm having to work on my laptop. My laptop's fan is broken, so it's horribly loud, so it's down there on the floor, out of the way, hiding, and I've got like sheets and stuff over it, because that obviously will help with the temperature. So I can't actually see the stuff, hence why I'm holding the iPad. As you can probably see in the camera, the iPad isn't actually working either, so I can't actually see the stream. So what I've done is I've hooked up everything to a computer in the other room, which is then streaming to my TV behind the camera. So that's great, isn't it? I'm going to keep using this though, so that you can hear me, and hopefully it's just going to keep going. One of the slight challenges that we're going to have is, because I'm having to use the tablet for the chat room, is it seems to want to switch itself off about every 5 seconds. Because this is the internet plays the City of Kings, without the chat room it's a little bit more challenging. So wonderful news, huh? But no one really cares about that. What everyone cares about is the City of Kings. And today is all about you guys and me playing the City of Kings together. Hopefully these problems won't arise, but please, if any technical issues start coming up, if the camera starts lagging, if the sound goes, then just let me know and we'll get going. I'm going to try and put at least one of these devices away, so there's only one on the table. So as you can see, I have set up story 1 of the City of Kings. And I know a few of you are going, oh no, not again, story 1, I've already seen that, but tough. Firstly, story 1 is always going to be different, and it's good fun to play it multiple times, so I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Secondly, we're going to keep going until we either win or lose, and that means that in about 9 hours time, when I've completely regretted doing this whole internet plays thing, we're going to be somewhere over here, and you know, we will see a little bit more than we've seen before. Perhaps we might see chapter 3, who knows how far we're going to get. One of the things that's a bit frustrating, as always with these things, is the chat room is going to be lagging, so there's going to be a lot of times where I'm just kind of going blah 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 blah, just waiting for you guys to respond. So what I want to do is I just want to do a really quick overview for the people who haven't seen the City of Kings before. It's only going to take like 5 minutes, and then we are going to get going. So if you already know about the City of Kings and you just want to play and just want to have some fun, then you've got a few minutes to go to the bathroom, to get a drink, to do whatever you want to do. But for everyone else, this is the City of Kings. The City of Kings is a 1 to 4 player fantasy cooperative adventure game where you're going to play through a series of stories, and you're going to explore across a modular board, turning over tiles, and you're going to discover resource locations which you can use workers at to gather resources. You're going to find shops where you can use those resources to buy items, and you're going to find building sites where you can use those resources to build structures. Or you might want to build temporary structures. You're going to find people who need help, and you're going to get side quests to help them with different problems. You're going to discover creatures that are going to get generated as you encounter them, and each one's going to get harder and harder and harder until you just start crying. But that's kind of fun. I like that. Hopefully a few of you guys do too. You've got your character sheets that are going to give you your stats, and because I'm here to teach you as you play, all we're going to need to do is have a little quick discussion about the character sheet. So at the top here we've got some stats. We've got our health, we've got our attack, we've got our heal, we've got our range, our movement and our luck. We've also got some worker stats, which are our worker movement, gather and scavenge, and all of those things we'll come up to as we get there. So all we really need to worry about is our actions, and that's the great thing about this game. Despite how much there is and everything that's going on, there are only a few actions, and those actions themselves create all of the interest in this game. So You can move, which means moving around the board. You can explore, which means turning over a tile. You can attack something, or you can heal something. You can use special actions, which are part of the skill tree that come into the game later, and you can interact with the tiles you're on. That's pretty much it. Your workers can also move around, they can explore, and they can work. I'm going to keep looking over to my left over here because I've got the tablet here. I'm hoping that it's all going okay. It's always that kind of thing because obviously as I can't see anything, I've got no idea if things are working or not, and I'm sure they are. But also if the chat room freezes, then I'm going to have no idea. So what I will do is I strongly recommend that if there's any big problems for more than a few minutes and it's obvious that I'm not looking at the chat room, then someone tweet me. My phone in my pocket will vibrate if I get tweeted if I get a notification from Twitter. So if all goes wrong and I stop paying attention, you can just get me on there. That's the backup plan. So what are we going to have to do first? As you can see in front of me, well, hopefully as you can see in front of me, we have 6 characters. And the 6 characters are, they're the core of this game. As you play through these stories, you're going to get to know these characters. You're going to get to learn about them. You're going to get to experience what their lives are like as you try and work together to defeat this great enemy, Vesh. And for anyone who's been on the Kickstarter comments today, Vesh is not a penguin. As much as I'm a slight fan of penguins and I have a slight penguin thing, I am not going to have Vesh as a penguin. I'm sorry, I've ruined it all. But what we do have is we have 6 wonderful characters. We have Talora, the High Priestess of the Vedora. We have Sashara, we have Brutius the Broken, we have Valeria, we have Earthshaker, and we have Thralia. So how is this going to work? You guys are going to get to play one of the characters and I'm going to play the other character. This is a cooperative game, so the internet plays the City of Kings means just that. You guys are going to be my partner. This is the worst idea I've ever had. This is going to be horrible. It's going to take all night. I'm probably not going to sleep, but we're going to keep going until either my tablet stops working, the stream stops working, until I fall to floor, or I don't know what. Something is going to keep going. Sarah's going to come home at some point and just look at me and go like, you've done 4 turns, and that's ridiculous. So one thing I'm quite aware of is over here I have the camera, and therefore you can't see everything that's happening over here. So once we get going and I've put the tokens and stuff on the sheets, I'm going to try and rearrange things just a little bit. I'm also really sorry that the board is on an angle. If I was watching, I would be fuming because of OCD and all of that stuff, but it's tough. So how's this going to work? I'm going to let you guys choose your character first, and then I'm going to choose my character. So hopefully you know the names, but as I say, our character choices are, we have Valeria of the Elves, we have Talora of the Vedora, we have Thralia of the Dwarves, we have Brutius of the Humans, we have Earthshaker of the Risen, and we have Sashara of the Secura. So all we're going to do is we're going to type into the chat and we're just going to say which one we want to play as. Whichever one gets the most votes is the one we're going to play as, and hopefully this is going to work, because if it doesn't, the rest of this evening is going to be really hard work. So guys, obviously we do have a bit of a delay, so whilst you guys are typing in your character, I'm going to be choosing my character. I'm going to guess that you're probably going to go with Earthshaker because you guys are incredibly predictable, I feel. But I'm going to wait until one of you at least has chosen a character. So, as I say, we've got Talora, we've got Sashara, we've got Brutius, we've got Valeria, we've got Earthshaker, we've got Thralia. And I'm going to grab a drink. I can already see that there's going to be a little bit of a delay in some of this because the time it's taking people to respond is not brilliant, because that's the YouTube for you. I've got it set to the lowest latency, but hopefully we're going to get there. So we've got one for Talora, one for Fralia, one for Brutius, one for Valeria, two for Valeria. So we're on two for Valeria at the minute. So I'm going to give it another 10 seconds. You guys are already going to have continued. So I'm going to go on the assumption that you guys are going with Valeria. Lots of people going for Valeria, and that is wonderful. So hopefully I've got this the right way up. Valeria is one of my favourite characters just because of kind of the inspiration that kind of came behind her. The concept of this kind of elf/zombie-like character. So I'm really glad you guys have chosen Valeria. So who am I going to be? We've had a few people asking about Talora. I don't want to be Earthshaker. I don't want to be him because I've been him in the videos. I think Brutius as well and Sashara maybe. So I'm going to be Fralia or Talora, and a few people in the comments have been saying Talora, so I'm going to play as Talora. So what I'm going to need to do is get rid of these and put them down on the floor, which is obviously exactly where I want them to be. We're playing as Valeria and Talora, so I'm going to take the other characters away. And I'm going to set these up. So, as I say, one of the things that's just a little bit fiddly is I just want to make sure that everything is going to fit. And I can't actually see on the camera. So, hopefully it's going to be in screen. If it's not in screen, let me know and I shall let you know. So what I'm doing is I'm just setting up the characters, and because it's live on camera, obviously I'm going to get this completely wrong all the time. I've chosen green for player 1 and I've chosen yellow for player 2 just because I feel like they come up a little bit stronger on the cameras, and I'm going to get them going. So as you can see, we have our 5 action tokens. I'm putting 1 on the second worker token, the other 4 are going in the bottom right corner. The skill discs just kind of get stacked up to the side. So they're coming over here. And isn't this exciting? You're getting to watch me live set up the game. I mean, that is the highlight of everyone's life. So for anyone who doesn't know, we're currently running a Kickstarter. I'm pretty sure everyone does know that because I don't shut up about it. But the game's on Kickstarter for another week. And if you get any questions or you want to know anything, just let me know during the stream. I will try and answer them as we go along. Also, guys, if anyone is on one of the guys who's been commenting a lot on kind of the Kickstarter comment section, if anyone works on Board Game Geek, I'm posting now the Facebook groups, please spread the word about the stream because this is going to be the only time I get to do this during the campaign, I expect. And because of all the technical issues I had getting going, I haven't really spread the word as much as I was wanting to. So please do let people know that we're streaming, send the URL around, and we are good to go. So before we take our first action, I'm going to tell you what I always tell you. So, number 1, this is a prototype. This is not the final components. Things you see may change slightly. Things you see are not considered final. This thing here, you can't even see this, so I'm going to see if I can move this one down here. Hopefully that's going to come into camera a little bit. But the clock over here, I cut this out with a scalpel. It took me about 20 minutes to cut this out because I'm a wimp and I was afraid I was going to cut my fingers off. This here, again, is just a piece of paper that I printed and cut out. You know, not all of this is final. Some of these things, you know, look pretty good. Some of them are going to be changing. The dice, which are over here under the screen, they're going to be changing. So, one thing that I want to do, just because I like to do these things, is I'm going to shuffle these cards live on camera, because shuffling cards live on camera is both incredibly fun. It also is very risky when I have my character sheet underneath, and there's a good chance I'm going to drop cards. But I want you guys to know that this is all completely random. I have no idea where anything is. The map tiles I have placed out, but they have been randomly positioned. But you know, all of these decks, I have no idea what is going where. I'm terrified. Why am I shuffling these live on camera? So, last one, skill cards. These ones don't really matter too much. So, we are just about good to go. We have the clock that is set to midnight. we have 2 hope, we have 0 XP, and we have 3 morale. As always, as well as the fact that this is a prototype, we are doing story 1, but there will be no spoilers during this stream. I know some people would love for me to read this story out, but I'm really not going to. All I'm going to tell you is what we need to do. And it is possible that I might have made a few tiny little changes just for this stream, but who knows, maybe we'll find out. So we're going to get going. I'm going to take the stories away from you guys and I'm going to put them out of sight just because that feels completely fair. The first thing that we need to do is, as always in story 1, we need to explore the Ageless Realms, which is a green tile, and we need to find a creature and kill it. So I would like to start. I am Talora, and you guys are Valeria. I think I'm going to get this wrong at least 10 times during this, so I hope you guys are starting to think about your plans. Some general rules just to make it easier for everyone, and I'll keep saying this. This is going to be the north, this is going to be the south, this is going to be the east, and this is going to be the west. So if you guys want to indicate to me that you want someone to move from here to here, all you've got to do is say north 1. Then Valeria will move north 1 space. If you say north 2, she's going to move over here, and we're going to do a little bit of back and forwards. So I hope you guys are starting to think about what Valeria is going to do. It's the start of the first round. We've checked the story. We know we've got to find a creature. Time is going to move on. It is early morning. We don't need to worry about anything else. Talora is going to go first. We are going to take our 4 actions. We are going to move with our worker. So I'm going to move her worker up. I am going to explore, and I'm going to turn this tile over. And straight away I find a forest, so I can start gathering some wood. You guys can help me start gathering some wood if we want to, but you know, I think that maybe I will. I'm going to gather some wood. So you guys, whilst I'm gathering wood, you've got time to now start thinking about what Valeria is going to do. Are you going to move the worker? Are you going to move Valeria? Are you going to move Valeria here? Are you going to move Valeria north? Are you going to move the worker? Are you going to move the worker north? Are we going to gather some more wood? What do you guys want to do? Start typing up your ideas. I'm going to do my work actions. I've got 1 gather. I'm rolling the dice. I'm getting 3 wood. All of the tokens are hidden behind the tablet because that is a brilliant way of me setting all this up. So I'm going to work again. I'm going to roll another dice. 3 more wood. You guys are going to be so glad to be on my side. This is the perfect start. I've gotten 6 wood already. I have completed my 4 actions, and hopefully you guys have made your decision. I'm looking at the chat. We've got Valeria move east. We've got Valeria east explore, move east. Valeria east. I want to know what will happen if we buff up our range a lot so we can hit monsters from outside their range. You can try, Justin. Let's see what happens. You guys can do whatever you want. Valeria east explore. So Valeria is going to move east, and she is going to explore north, south, east, west, just because I have to check these things. And good job, guys. You found a creature. You have found our first creature. I don't want to play with you. Like, what the hell? I mean, seriously. I'm going to try and keep this family friendly, but you found a creature. And I feel like I'm going to take the Broke Tooth Legion. I'm going to stick these here, and I hope that they destroy you. I hope that they rip you apart. So I'm going to take the first creature. I'm going to put it here. And the first creature has 3 health. So hopefully you guys are not going to be able to see this too clearly. I'm sorry, again, these pieces are actually printed, so I'm going to have to go through them with you. But Broke Tooth Legion has 3 health. It's going to get 1 easy ability. It has 1 heal. It has 1 attack and 1 AoE attack, which means it's going to hit everyone in range for 1. It's got a range of 2. It's going to give us 2 XP if we kill it, and its ability is move. So this creature is going to move around. So you've got 2 more actions. What are you going to do? You could attack twice. You could move your worker there and get your worker trapped, because you're already proving to me you're useless, so you might as well destroy your worker. Or you could get some wood. So what are we going to do? Good idea. 2 attacks. Attack twice. Attack twice. Looks like Valeria is going to attack, so we're going to attack once. You've got an attack of 1 that's going to do 1 damage. The health is going to go down to 2. You're going to attack again. It's going to do another 1 1 damage. The health is going to go down to 1. That's the end of your turn. We're going to check the story. We found a creature. We haven't completed the story. Time is going to move on to late morning. There is no fire. It's my turn. And now I'm left with a choice. I'm pretty happy with my wood collection over here. And I don't know if I want to come over there and help you guys. I mean, do I really need to come and save you? I am going to move my worker back because my worker is far more important than you guys. I am going to take the 6 wood and I'm going to put it in the old barn. I'm pretty sure that Valeria is a tough elf and she can take on the Broke-Tooth Legion herself. So the wood has been taken back. We've got 6 wood in the barn. I've got 3 more actions. I'm already being threatened that I need to kill it, so I guess I should move across. I'll move across once. I will attack once. That's going to do 1 damage to the creature, and it is going to die. So I've already saved you. Remember this later on when I'm in a world of pain. I'm going to put it back in the bag. And all of those people who moaned about the bags and not needing them to be bigger, this is such a horrible thing, and I'm so glad that fat people like me will get into these bags. I'm not going to say that again, but my goodness, it's such a wonderful thing to be able to do. So the creature is dead, and I am going to give us 2 experience points. So that's pretty good going. We are going to get 2 XP. That means we're going to pass level 1. We're going to get 1 stat increase. So guys, what stat are you going to increase? And I have a feeling that this one's going to be a little bit hard to agree on. So you can increase health, attack, heal, range, move, luck, worker move, worker gather, or worker scavenge. What is it going to be? What are you guys going to increase? I'm going to give you a few minutes. I am not going to decide what I'm going to do until you guys have made a decision. We've got 1 vote for attack. Who else? What are we going for? 1 going for range. Justin is really keen on getting that range, and I don't disagree with him. We've got 3 for attack, 2 for range, 3 for range, 4 for range, 4 for attack. Wow, it's getting close. We've got 5 for attack. I'm going to give it another 5 more seconds. I think we're on 5 for attack, 4 for range. It looks like we're going for attack. It was so close, Justin, but I'm sorry. We are going to go for attack. So Valeria is increasing her attack to 2. You can get some range in a bit. Yeah, I completely agree with you, Jartree. Thank you. So you guys have got 1 attack. It's my choice what I want to go for. I don't know just yet. I feel like I could get some attack. I mean, my worker's already proving to be really good, so I could go for worker stuff. I'm terrified about how useful you're going to be, and I wonder whether I need to kind of like prepare myself to actually be able to kill things. So I'm going to increase my heal. I feel like I want to be able to survive just a little bit. So I've got 1 more action. Talora has already moved. I can't do anything else on that tile, so I'm going to move my worker back to the forest, and it's over to you guys. You've got 4 more actions. Valeria is here. You can move your worker north and gather some wood. You can move your worker north twice and explore. Valeria could go north. Valeria could go east and explore. What's it going to be? I think that as we kind of get into this, hitting from across the world with 1 damage is just not as helpful. Completely agree. Adventuring via committee, this is exactly what this game is all about. One day we're going to do this with 10,000 people watching us, and I'm going to have an assistant because I am not doing this with myself again. What are we doing? We've got worker move 1 or 2. We've got worker east. We've got worker north 2 to explore. Worker east 2. No more exploring. Worker east 2. I've seen worker east 2 a couple of times. Let's end this chapter first. So if worker's going to move east 2, you're going to have 2 more. Worker east 1, north 1. No more explore. I think that the first 2 actions are your worker is going to move 2 to the east. So, worker is now 2 on the east. So, you've got 2 more actions. What are you going to do now? Are you going to explore? Are you going to move Valeria? Or are you going to pass them? Your worker cannot move anymore. What are we going for? I can already see people hitting their keyboards in disgust at the fact that this worker's just moved here. Personally, I'm loving it, because if we die and lose, I won't be here for 8 hours. So, what are we going to do? Worker explore. I've got 1 worker explore. We've got 2 worker explore. What else are we going to do? We have got... Worker explore, worker explore, worker explore. It looks like this worker is going to explore. So, we're going to turn over the tile, and what are we going to find? Good job, guys. This is what they refer to as a creature tile. So... our next creature, you've got 1 more action. Please don't kill us just yet. I'm going to take the Grimnar. Now, you guys have already seen the creature standees that we're going to have for the Grimnar. I hope you guys like them. They're one of those creatures, we spent a lot of time with the Grimnar kind of working out how we wanted them to be, because we wanted them to kind of have this weird kind of mutated kind of deformed kind of form, but we didn't want them to be kind of too kind of monstery. So what we ended up doing is we kind of took the structure of kind of like a gorilla, but then we took the kind of the body and the fur and the concepts of like a mammoth, and then we kind of mixed them with like the kind of more typical big fat kind of ugly ogre-y kind of face, and that was kind of the inspiration behind that character. But we're using the banners because I think the banners are much better, but you know, that's just me. So we are on creature 2. We are going to put creature 2 down here. Creature 2 has 4 health and creature 2 has 2 reflect. When we attack this creature, it's going to do 2 damage back to us. I repeat, when we attack this creature, it's going to do 2 damage back to us. We have 4 health. I know you guys are going to have to keep a lot of this in your head, so please, I'm sorry. We've got 1 attack, we've got 1 AoE, and we have got 2 easy abilities. I'm going to shake these up. I'm going to keep going. I'm already thinking it's 7:05, my throat is killing me, and we've done a turn. This creature has Curse. It also has Knockback 2. This means when this creature attacks someone, it's going to push them back 2 spaces. This means that this creature is going to curse someone that's going to put a reduction of healing on them. So they're going to get a curse token, and incoming healing will be reduced by 50%. So you've got 1 more action. It's up to you what you want to do. You could attack this creature, you could run away. Completely up to you. Your worker is now stuck, so you're not going to be able to do anything with that. Personally, I'm a fan of the idea of you killing this creature. I don't really want to die. But it feels like so far 3 of you have voted to run away and leave me in front of the creature alone. Wow, okay, so you guys are just going to spawn creatures and run off. So, oh my goodness, I don't like you. Like, that's it, you know, 4 votes to move north. Martha has come along and said what I think is probably the right thing. But you know what? You are moving north. So Valeria is going to move 1 space north. Thank you very much. Great teamwork, guys. Time... Wow, okay. Time is going to move on to midday. Let me just check the clock is in the screen. Cool. So, check the story. Did we find a creature tile? Yes. Have we now killed all the visible creatures? No. The story continues, so that was really helpful. I am going to take my turn. Whilst I'm doing it, start thinking about what you guys want to do. I'm going to do an attack. I'm going to attack this creature. I have 1 attack. It's going to push its health down to 3. It's going to do 2 damage back to me. I am then going to heal myself. I have a heal of 2. I'm going to restore myself back up to 4. And then I am going to move. I'm going to move up here. And now I'm asking myself, should I explore this tile and find another creature and just kill us now? Because that seems to be your strategy. But you know what, I'm not that mean, so I'm going to use my worker, I'm going to work, I'm going to roll the gather dice, and I'm going to get 3 more wood. This is incredible. Wow, I'm so glad we're doing this live, because if I phoned my mum right now, she would not believe me. I do talk to my mum about this. That's slightly odd, isn't it? But, you know, it's my life. So, it's coming over to you. You guys need to start thinking about what you're going to do. But before you get to do that, and whilst you're typing it into the chat, I'm going to activate this creature. Now, creatures generally can be quite quick if they're not in range of you. So this creature doesn't have a heal, so it's not going to heal itself. It's got no one in range, so it's not going to do any of its attacks. It's not going to do its knockback. It's not doing its curse. So we can say with this creature that unless someone is in range of it, then it doesn't matter. So it's done. We are now coming back to you. So Martha is saying moving south. I agree, and Martha is saying attack. And honestly, I'm quite a fan of Martha. Martha so far has been giving me some really, really helpful stuff. Jeff's agreeing. I'm going to give it 3 more seconds because I don't want you to not do this. And South 1, TJ Tucker confirms the action. We are going to move down 1 space with Valeria, and we are going to attack. You have an attack of 2. The creature is going to go down to 1 health. You are going to take 2 damage. You have got 2 more actions. So you could attack the creature and kill it, and you'll also die and we'll lose 1 of our morale. You can't move away. You could heal yourself. Your worker is stuck. So really your options are to either kill yourself or to heal yourself. What are we going to go with? Healing is sounding like a good idea. Move, attack, heal. It's sounding like it's going to be the heal option. Attack and heal is the same action. You can't do 3 of them. That's correct, Jeff. We're saying heal. We're going to heal once, which is going to increase your health to 3. You've got 1 more action, but I don't know if there's anything you can do. Your worker is stuck because you sent it off exploring into the dangerous unknown world. That's slightly suicidal. Valeria has already moved. She's attacked, she's healed. So I don't think you can do anything with the 4th action. I'm going to keep moving on. If I'm wrong, I do apologise, but I'm the one here. Unless one of you wants to come round and help me, then that's it. So you've healed once, you're back onto 3. The end of the round, we check the story. We've not killed the creature. Time moves on to afternoon. It's coming back to my turn as Talora, and I feel like I'm probably going to be nice. I'm going to move down. I'm going to attack the creature. I'm going to attack the creature for 1 damage that kills the creature, and I'm going to take 2 damage. I have got 2 actions left. So the creature has died and we are going to get 2 experience points. So 2 experience points means we are going to level up, and that means we do get to increase another stat. So go, go, go. You are not attacking me, Justin, no. So, what stat would you like to increase? Again, any of the stats can be increased. It's completely up to you. Whilst I set all of these things away, choose what stat you want to increase. And what are we going to go with? We are going with... Dun dun dun. TJ Tucker. I do believe that Talora, the High Priestess of the Fedora, was the only person responsible for killing that creature, and as such, I will take all credit for the kill. When Valeria, the leader and queen of the elves, decides that she is capable of killing a creature, then I will give her some credit, but not until then. So, range. I think we are increasing our range. So, Justin, congratulations. You have convinced them to go down the path of range. So we are going to increase our range from lower 1 to upper 1. So we still have a range of 1, but next time you increase it, you'll get a range of 2. So, good job. I guess I also need to increase a stat. I'm going to increase my... I'm going to increase my health. I feel like I want to increase my health. Again, I just want to keep myself alive. You can run off and kill things. but I want to keep myself alive. So I've got 2 more actions. I'm going to heal myself for 2, puts me on to 5. My final action, I'm going to use my worker, I'm going to roll the dice, I'm going to get another 3. I do, it's unbelievable. There is a 1 in 6 chance of rolling a 3. Oh my goodness. And you know what they say about people who are lucky? It's all going to come back and hit them in the face later on when things are actually difficult. So that's me done, and it's over to you. You have got 4 actions. Now, you could, I am the bringer of 3s. I don't know about Reen, the bringer of dice, but I am definitely the bringer of 3. So you could do whatever you want. Do you want to explore and find us another creature? Do you? Oh my god, why am I like this? We could scavenge here, and we could try and find some resources or item parts. You could move here and scavenge. You could move north with Valeria and explore. You could move east and then north with Valeria and explore. You could move north or east with your worker and explore. You could move just back to the city and hide. I don't know. What do you want to do? Looking through the stuff. Let's scavenge with our worker twice. Heal and move. Yep, healing's probably a good idea too. All of your luck is now consumed. I completely agree, Frank Hoffman. I am going to suffer so much. Scavenge, scavenge, scavenge. North, scavenge, scavenge. We are going with scavenge. So your worker is going to work once. So let's see how lucky you guys are at rolling. Ready? Let's go for it. So that's 1 attention for Valeria. Congratulations, guys. That is exactly what I thought you guys were going to end up doing. And we're going to roll again, and we get 1 wood. So at least you get us something. Where are you going to go? My god. You've got 2 more actions. What are you going to do? Are you going to move your worker back? Are you going to explore? You can't scavenge anymore, but you've obviously got your move actions. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? So whilst you're doing this, one of the things I want to talk about, and I'm going to try and do this a little bit just to kind of add some extra information. So I want to talk about scavenge and gather. So one of the things that people don't know about these, because it's not something you really scream and shout about, it's not really in the rules, but they do work very differently. So gather is obviously all about getting a lot of a single resource. You could get a lot of wood from the forest, you can get a lot of fish from the lake and so on, but you can also get the attention of creatures. Scavenge is all about just getting a random resource. So you could get 1 of any resource, but you could also get an item part, and item parts could be traded for equipment. That's the only way to get item parts. So whilst gather is going to get you a lot of stat, scavenge is much more likely to help us get equipment. On top of that, the attention tokens on these 2. The gather dice has 2 attention tokens, whilst the scavenge dice only has 1, which means that this scavenging is actually a much safer form, but obviously it's much more random. So looking through the stuff, it looks like we are worker west 1, north, explore, heal, north 1, heal, move, it's only once a turn, heal because no explore. Completely agree. It looks like you guys are moving. It looks like from the checking of it, I think it's Valeria's getting the majority. It's kind of 50-50. I think that moving Valeria is a much better idea. So Valeria's going to move 1 north, and then you said explore, right? So I'm going to turn this one. No, you said heal. I'm not that mean. So Valeria is going to heal up, and that is you done. That's the end of your 4 actions. I think time is moving on. It's now, oh no, sorry. We are going to actually complete the story. Like, you know what? It's been going so bad. I never thought we were going to get there. So I am going to turn over the next card. For completing the first story, we get 1 additional hope. The next story is next chapter, as you know, is we need to find 4 creature tiles within the Ageless Realms. We've already found 2, so we need to find 2 more. And the reward for this is we're going to get 3 equipment cards. So it's not going to give us any more hope, but it is allowing us to get some equipment to get a little bit stronger. So just looking through the stuff. Cool, nothing going on in the chat. So time is moving on to evening. And as you can see, we've already nearly gone around a whole day. I mean, it's 7:20, so we've been going for about 30 minutes, I think, 35 minutes since I actually started playing. We've done one entire kind of clock. So that's not too bad. One of the things that obviously is slowing us down is I have to wait and ask you guys. Like if we were in a room, it would be even quicker, but it really doesn't take that long to play if you know what's going on. So time has moved on, and it is over to Talora. Yes, you are going to steal my wood and buy stuff, aren't you? I already know. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move my worker back. I'm going to get us up to 12 wood. And you know, that's already so much wood that I don't actually feel like I want to get any more. I feel like I am good to start exploring. But where do I want to explore? I feel like I'm going to move up here and take all of your glory, and I am going to explore this tile. So I'm going to turn it over, and what's going on? Spend the wood. Need to find a shop. We do need to find a shop. I have found the Inn of Lost Hope, a quest hub. So I'm going to draw a quest. I'm going to look at the quest, and I will... So this quest is called the City Smokehouse, and they need to make a new smokehouse for the city. It means we can dry and cure our food so that it lasts longer. We're going to need metal, roof, walls, and of course, lots of fish. So our options are, we are either going to take 9 fish and 6 ore back to the City of Kings, or we're going to take 7 fish and 8 ore. So we basically need to find fish and ore. We don't have any fish or ore. Because this is a group quest and it's a gather quest, it's going to go into the quest hub. We don't need to choose anything until we're ready to complete it. We just need to remember that now we can spend fish and ore on getting 2 XP, equipment and some wood, or 7 fish and 8 ore on 2 XP and 2 equipment cards. What do the barricades do? So the barricades cost 8 wood, and when you place them down, they effectively act as like a shield. So you put it on the tile and they'll reduce incoming damage of 1 attack. The amount it reduces it by is equal to your level. We're currently level 2, so it will reduce incoming damage by 2. It will only work once and then it will be gone. But it is useful. If we get a big creature that we can't kill, that's going to be helpful. So we have our quest, which isn't helpful because we don't have any fish or ore. I've got 1 more action. I can't move to Laura because I've already moved. I could get another quest. Do I want to get another quest? I don't know. Do I want to get another quest? Or do we want to keep exploring? I think I'm going to move my worker up and leave it to you guys. So it's over to you, and it's time for you guys to choose your 4 actions. So what can we do? You could scavenge with your worker. You could move and explore with your worker north or east. You could move north or east with Valyria and explore. You could interact and get another quest. What are you guys thinking that you want to do? Worker north 1, explore. What else? Anyone else got any suggestions? Worker north, explore. It's looking like the worker is going to move north and explore. So I'm going to go straight with it. Moving north, exploring. I'm going to turn over the tile, and what are we going to get? Yeah, no, it looks like it's moved. A few people went for a late scavenge, but worker north and explore. And you found another creature. Wonderful. Thank you guys. You are banned from exploring, okay? I'm going to take the Hope Breakers because you guys are breaking all hope that I have. So, oh my goodness. Creature number 3. This creature has got 8 health. So good job, guys. It's going to heal 1, attack 1, AoE 1. It's got 3 easy abilities. So you are going to get 2 more actions, so you can start thinking about what you want to do. It doesn't have a shield, it doesn't have reflect, so you are welcome to attack it, but knowing you guys, you're probably going to run away. What have we got? We have got Firebolt, so it's going to shoot us with fire. It's got Firebolt again, and if you get 2 of the same ability, basically one overrides the other, so it only happens once. And we've got Knockback 2 again. So this creature is going to attack someone for 1. It's going to attack everyone for 1. It's going to throw fire at you, and it's going to push you back. So I'm going to put the Hope Breakers onto your worker that again is stuck. What are you guys going to do? Explore north. We are finishing the story earlier. So guys, you've got 2 more actions. What are we doing? Are you going to attack? Are you going to move? What do you want to do? You are basically kidding me. And guys, whilst you're making decisions, like, thank you everyone for tuning in and watching. We've already got a good 50 people watching along, and I'm really grateful for all of you for being here. As I've said so many times in the last few weeks, thank you for helping me support on the Kickstarter, for getting this game to a point where we can make it. I'm so grateful. And all of those who want to help, all you need to do right now is just tell people that we're streaming. Tell them to come and watch. Tell them to get involved. You know, tweet if you're on one of the Facebook groups, like, you know, the Board Game Geek group on Facebook, or UK Trading Group on Facebook, or any of these things. Tell them we're streaming. We're going to be here for hours and hours doing this. So please tweet, you know, spread the word on Board Game Geek. Someone tell people on Reddit. I don't really mind what we do, but the more people we get here, the more money we can raise and the more stretch goals we can add. So hopefully that's given you enough time to make a decision. What are you going to do? Attack, 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 attack. What are the monster stats? The monster stats are 1 heal, 1 attack, and 1 AoE. It's also got a firebolt. So it's not that strong just yet. It hasn't got shield. It hasn't got reflect. 8 health. Oh, someone's already said that. Thank you. Attack twice. Attack twice, attack twice, attack twice. It looks like we're going for a double attack. So we are going to go for attack twice. You guys attack for 2. So you're going to do 4 damage, putting it from 8 down to 4. It's the end of your time. Time moves on. Well, check the story, we haven't done it. One of the things you'll note is that I find it hard sometimes to remember to commentate all of the things. I kind of just tick them off in my head because I'm so used to just, you know, doing that auto kind of check of some of these things. So time's going to move on. It's midnight. We're losing hope. We have not returned to the city victorious. So the people of the city, the few survivors that remain, wonder if the heroes are lost in battle and if they will ever return. Hope is nearly lost and the game has nearly ended, but we will continue. Because it's dark and it's late, we get to remove 1 attention token from each tile on the board because the creatures are losing interest in us. But the Hope Breakers still remain and they are there to kill us. So it's my turn, and as always I'm left thinking to myself, do I want to help Valeria or do I want to run away and keep myself safe? You could go shopping soon. We need to get some wood. We need to get some ore. We need to get, not wood, sorry, fish. Or we need to get some item parts. But it's my turn. What am I going to do? I will attack. I'll be nice. I'll attack twice. I'll do 2 damage, pushing it down to 2 health. And then I'm going to run the hell away. I'm going to move up to here. I'm going to leave you to get attacked by the creature. And my worker is going to continue its luck and it's going to roll the dice, and we are going to roll another 3 to get some more wood. Oh, look how close it was. It turned on the last second. The luck is over. All is lost. Everything is going to fall apart. Okay. So, I'm the tank, aren't I? I forgot about that. Sorry. Have you got enough health to survive? Maybe. I don't know. Didn't really think about that. You don't need me. You guys have got this. That's what you've got. You guys. I'm sorry. You know, if we were sat at a table, it might be a little easier for you to kick me, but we're not, so tough. So, it's over to the creature. The creature is going to heal itself for 1. The creature is going to attack. But oh wait, I'm not in range, and therefore the creature is going to attack you for 1 damage. The knockback is going to activate. That's going to push you back 1 tile. It's then going to do its AoE attack, hitting everyone for 1 damage, which is just you. That puts you down to 2 health. It's then going to do its firebolt, which is going to put a weak fire token onto you, which is going to do another 1 damage. and you were reduced to a mere 1 health. The Hope Breakers have ripped you apart, and it's over to you. So what are you guys going to do? Yeah, I probably didn't need to attack it twice. You would have been able to kill it either way. You're going to have to do 2 attacks, so that was an inefficient action from me. So the AoE only hits in straight line, so there's no diagonals in this game unless something specifically says that it hits on diagonals. It's only ever kind of in bomber line kind of actions. So attack 2, then move to city. You don't have range 2, you've only got 1 range, so you do not have the ability to attack from where you are, so you're going to have to move towards it. You do have a move of 2, so you could move to the Inn of Lost Hope, you could move to the Cave of Talok. So we're looking at moving east 1 or east 2. That's still only 1 action. You're then going to get to do some attacks. So you've got east 1 move, attack 2. That sounds good to me. What else are we going to do? Anyone else got any suggestions? It looks like Valeria's going to move east 1 attack, and then scavenge twice. That sounds good to me. And Frank healers afterwards. Oh yeah, I'm also the healer. Not only am I the tank and running away, I'm also the healer. Well, it looks like you definitely want to move east and attack twice. So I'm going to let you move east once. I think you're just moving 1 space. I'm then going to get you guys to attack twice. That's going to do 2 damage twice, which is 4 damage in total, killing the creature. The easy abilities go back into the bag. I'm going to just shake this up again. And then the creature is going to get put away. We get 2 experience points for killing that creature. So we're going to level up some more. You guys, thank you. Thank you for killing something. Thank you for being helpful. So we're going to level up twice to level 4. We're going to get a stat and we're going to get a skill. So we're going to do this one at a time. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to increase the stat. I think... No, let's do the skill first. We're doing the skill first. It's going to be easier to do the skill. So effectively, this is going to be the hardest part to stream. So we're going to go kind of left and right. Do you want to go up to the left-hand side or the right-hand side? The left-hand side is a little bit more aggressive. It's more about attacking and doing damage and kind of having extra kind of little actions to do stuff. The right-hand side is more about healing and defending. Either way, you're going to get +1 range for choosing. So do you want to go up the left-hand side or do you want to go up the right-hand side? Let's have a look to see where you guys are going to go. Personally, I'm going to go up the right-hand side with Talora. That's going to increase my range by 1. I'm going to start moving up the healing and defensive side. It looks like you're going up the left. Okay, so the immediate bonuses for tier 1, left and right, I'm just going to read them out quickly. Left hand side here at the bottom left is distraction. This allows you to pull a worker off a tile, so if a worker's trapped you can free it. Weaken allows you to put minus shield tokens onto creatures to reduce their shield. Cure poison allows you to cure poison, and elf step allows you to move at any time. It looks like you're going up the left hand side. The left hand side gives you +1 range. You're on 2 range, guys. You did it. You got there. Now we can increase a stat. So as part of that level up, we also have the ability to increase one of our stats by 1 space. So you now have, range 2. You're on lower 2 range. So what do you want to increase with your other stat? Someone's saying attack. So what would you like to increase? Personally, I'm feeling like I'm going to increase my worker stats. I want to increase my worker so what are you guys going for? You're going for attack, HP, health for attack, health for heal, health, attack, health. We currently have 1, 2, 3, 4 healths, 1, 2, 3 attacks, 4 attacks. We are tied 4 to 4 No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 healths. We have got, yeah, it's looking like it's going to be health, attack, health. They're so close, but every time attack comes in, health comes back. I want you guys to increase your health as well, so you're going to go up to 5 health. Your current health also goes up by 1. They both move up together, so you've now got 5 health. And as for me, I do want to increase my worker stats. So here's the process that's kind of going through in my head, right? We've got one kind of gather resource here where we can get wood, but we already have quite a lot of wood. But what I'm thinking is that, you know, we're going to find other resource locations, but they're going to be further away. But we've already got 3 creature tiles that are quite close to the city. Like, we know these are all nearby. And as such, scavenge is going to be more efficient because I'm going to be able to move back and forward between these tiles much easier. We never know, maybe like the mine's going to be here or the lake's going to be here, so actually being able to get the scavenge is going to be a bit more random, but it means that we can get quite a lot of resource quite quickly. So I'm actually going to increase my scavenge by 1. So you guys have 1 more action. You can, what can we do? You have already moved, so you can't move. You could do something with your worker. You could scavenge, you could move north, you can move east, you can move south. Valeria could interact and get a quest. What are you guys going to do? Yay health. Valeria reminds me of Carrie Russell. I think she'll be my favourite. That's great, you know. If you believe Carrie Russell is a dying, long-eared, zombified creature, that's probably a bonus. But if you don't and you think they're similar, then I'm not going to argue with you. Quest or scavenge? Scavenge or quest? Scavenge, scavenge, scavenge. Lots of people are shouting scavenge. Yeah, I think it's going to be scavenge. Where did we put our scavenge dice? We're coming over here. We're going to roll our scavenge dice. You get 1 wood. We don't need wood. How many times do I have to tell you we need fish or ore? We've already got 12 wood. This is going to bring us up to 14 wood. That is really not helpful. Check the story. Have we found 4 creature tiles? We have not. We've only found 3. Time moves on to early morning. It's over to me. It's my turn. And I think that I'm going to start... I'm going to move my worker twice. I'm going to move across once. I'm going to move down once. I'm then going to work. I've increased my scavenge, as we talked about. So now I'm going to get to roll 2 scavenge dice per work action. And I get attention and a part. That is absolutely fine. I hope you guys are starting to think about what you're going to do with your next turn. If I get 3 item parts back in the city, I can convert them into an item. I'm going to work again. I'm going to roll the dice. Wood and fish. See, I got fish. We don't need to talk about the wood, but I did get some fish. So... that's a nice selection. We've got something to eat, we've got something to cook it on, we've got some scrap metal. We're coming over to Valeria's turn, and what are you guys going to do? Let's have a look to see what people are saying. Build a treehouse. Yes. We will do an expansion with tree houses at some point. Sidetracked. A while ago, I went to a user experience convention, and I did a 1-hour like workshop teaching people how to design board games. But outside of that, I went to the other workshops, and one of the ones someone did was design a treehouse, but it could be any kind of treehouse you wanted. So I designed a giant penguin treehouse where the flippers were kind of slides that you got to go down, and everyone said that I was weird. So, what are you going to do with your actions? Build a tree house. Oh, I was meant to heal you, wasn't I? I'm the healer. You're dying. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm getting carried away. It's fine. You're okay. You've got 2 health. That's loads. What are you going to do? If only I had that much wood, Robinson Crusoe. Get here on time. Chris, great comment. Quest, back to the city, heal, city, explore, quest, then city, quest, west, south, west, worker. Okay, so I see a few people saying about quests. I see a few people wanting to explore. You guys are going to give you another 3 or 4 seconds. What are we going to go with? We are going to go with don't go into the fire. good. One of the things I wanted to do with this game is, for anyone who played World of Warcraft, is that whole concept of get out of the fire, and my goodness does that come into reality in this. So I think we're going to go with quest. It's looking a little bit split, so I'm going to help you out there. I'm going to do one of your actions, I'm going to interact, and I'm going to get a quest. You're not watching, right? We can put it back. Okay. You can smell them before you see them, but still you have little time to get your weapons together and prepare your attack. With a rumbling shout, you realise your worst fear is true, an enemy warband sent out to lay waste to the enemies of Vesh. Option 1, set up a creature and kill it. Good job, guys. The creature has +1 easy ability. Option 2, set up a creature. The creature has 1 medium and 1 harder ability, but then we gain 3 experience points and 2 equipment cards straight away. So, I'm going to explain this one to you because it's a little bit different. So the first option is, so option A, so people who want option A, we are setting up a creature with 1 easy ability, and when we kill it, we'll get 1 experience point. Option B, we're going to set up 1 creature and it gets an extra medium and an extra hard ability. And when I say extra hard, I mean extra hard. And we will instantly get 3 experience points and 2 equipment in the shop. So do we want the easy creature with the small reward, or do we want the super hard creature that is very likely to kill us straight away for the big reward? I am going to let you guys decide. Oh my goodness. 1 or 2, A or B, whatever you want to say. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, B, 2, 2. No! We don't want option 2. Why is option B 2, 1, 2? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it gets set up where it's encountered. So it looks like it's option 2. So yeah, Leroy, let's go. Thanks guys. Thank you so much. So, oh my goodness, I'm going to use Hand of Vesh. I am going to put Hand of Vesh here because this is Vesh's warband that have been sent out to kill us, and that is exactly what's going to happen. Oh my goodness. We're on creature 4, and guys, you know, it's going to be over in 10 minutes, so we're fine. This creature has got 1 shield. That means when we attack it, it's going to have all damage reduced by 1. I attack for 1, I can't hurt it. You can attack for 2, you can do 1 damage to it. So this creature is going to have 7 health. It's going to attack for 1, it's going to do an AoE of 1, and it also gets 1 medium ability, plus another medium ability, plus a hard ability. So, oh my goodness. You know what, I'm going to go straight into the hard bag. I'm going to go straight for it. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, lass. Like, I cannot run away. I am completely screwed. So we are going to go for 1 hard ability from the ability bag, and we have got Call to Arms. So when this creature dies, all other creatures on the board are going to get stronger. They're all going to gain +1 attack and +1 heal. So as long as we don't spawn any other creatures, we're okay. We're now going to take 2 medium abilities. Oh my goodness. Okay. Our 2 medium abilities are, oh my goodness, Whirlwind 2 and Panic, and Rupture and Call to Arms. So actually that's worked out really well. That is not too bad because the 2 Call to Arms cancel each other out. So one of the things that you're probably thinking is, why does the hard bag have Call to Arms in it if the medium bag has Call to Arms and also has another ability? Because in theory, when you look at these 2 things, the medium one is obviously harder than the hard one. And there's a reason for this. Basically, the medium abilities are kind of combo abilities, so they give you 2 things that work in harmony together. Typically, they cause certain strategies and tactics to be required. However, the hard abilities kind of screw this up. So there's the ability for the hard abilities to give us all sorts of different things that sometimes will just make them really, really hard. Like, you'll get two super difficult combinations that you wouldn't be able to get otherwise. So they're kind of like an amplifier that can make things much worse. But sometimes you can be lucky, and we were lucky. I mean, I say we're lucky, we're still completely screwed, but at the same time, it's not too bad. So, yeah, he's going to kill himself. What's going on? We can't get to range anyway. Okay, so, for those wondering, you currently have a range of 2. This creature has a range of 3. Ouch. So it's got a shield of 1, it's got an attack of 1, it's got an AoE of 1. So the rupture ability, on the start of its turn, or sorry, during its turn, it's going to take 5 damage. So it is going to kill itself in 2 turns. Additionally, it has Whirlwind and Panic. Whirlwind means when it attacks someone for 1 damage, it's then going to do damage to everyone in range of that target. So if they were to attack me and do 1 damage to me, it would also still hit you because you're still in range of me. So basically, it kind of the attack kind of spins off of me, the target, and hits everyone around it. And Panic means we're all going to run around and like little girls. So that is the downside. The good side is we got 3 experience points. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to level up and we're going to get another skill disc. So currently you're going up the left-hand side. Where are we going to go? We're going to keep going up and get 1 more health, or you're going to get distraction. So effectively, the 2 tier 1 options that you're left with are distraction on the lower row, which is going to allow us to free workers from creatures, or weaken, which is going to allow us to put negative shield tokens onto creatures. So what are we going to go with? I'm going to let you guys have a minute to work out what you want to do. Personally, I'm going to continue going up the right hand side. I'm going to increase my health by 1 just because I don't want to die. You guys are saying health, so it looks like you're going to continue going up. Health, 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 health. Cool, so I'm going to give you guys the extra health. You're going to move up by 1. Your health is going up to 6. So next time round, you're going to choose between weaken or distraction, or you can continue and just skip it. You don't always have to do it. We're going to take 2 equipment cards, and what are we going to get? So we got the Fractal Bow, which is an arm slot. So this is obviously a weapon. We have to unlock the arm slot, so we can't use this yet. This is going to cost us 1 wood, it's going to cost us 1 fish and 4 linen, but it's going to give us quite a lot of stuff. Hopefully once these are down you might actually be able to see them, but I can repeat if needed. And Sir Winter's shirt, 1 heal, 1 move, 1 scavenge. It's a body slot, so we can do that. It's going to cost us 2 ore. We don't have any ore, but if we do, someone's going to be able to get that. And when I say someone, I'm going for heal and I'm going for scavenge, so I want that. But who knows what's going to happen. The quest card is going to get discarded. You guys still have 3 more actions. Please don't spawn any more scary creatures. What are you going to go for? I feel like to unlock the slots. Okay, so for those people who are not familiar, to start with equipment, we can equip legs and body. These are just free slots that you can use at any time. The head and the arm slots you need to unlock. How do you do that, you ask? Well, to unlock the helmet, you either need to get your health or one of your primary stats, which are attack and heal, to up by 4 places. So you need to get your health to 8, or your attack to 5, or your heal to 5. Once you've done that, you can then use a helmet. It doesn't matter which of the 3. Then, to get the arms, you need to increase them by another 2 slots. So the health needs to get to 10, attack needs to get to 7, heal needs to get to 7, and then it's unlocked. And it can be a different one. You know, you could get your attack to 5 to unlock the helmet, and then your heal to 7 to unlock the arms. It's completely up to you, but effectively you just need to progress up the stats. So it pushes them into slightly later game. So we could take tier 2 next. Yes, I'm assuming you mean Nax, so I'm going to go with that. No, I don't know, I'm confused. Run away, attack twice, run to city, city, heal, attack twice, move to city, city to heal, attack twice, attack and run, attack twice. We are going to attack twice, we're going to attack once, we're going to do 2 damage to the creature. The creature has got a shield of 1, so it's going to only do 1 damage, pushing it down to 6 health. We're going to attack again, doing another 2 damage, reduced by the shield again, so it's going to do 1 damage, pushing it to 5, and then it looks like you're running away to the city, so you guys are going to run 1, 2 to the city. It's the end of your turn. Have we found the 4 creature tiles? No. So the story quest is referring to creature tiles. So even though we found this creature came from a quest. So this is a bonus creature, yay! It doesn't help us complete our objective. So even if we kill it, it doesn't matter. Time is going to move on. It's going to move on to late morning. It's over to me, and I have 4 actions. So this is where it's a bit hard for me, because I can only move 2 spaces, so I cannot move, so basically I can move down, and I'm still in range of the creature. I can move down and across, and I'm still in range of the creature. I can move down across into the fire, and I'm still in range of the creature. Or I can explore, and I can turn over this tile, and then I can move away. Because you can't move from an unexplored tile to an unexplored tile. So you know what, I'm going to go crazy. You guys have done it enough. I'm going to explore this tile. I'm going to have a look to see what's underneath. I'm sure you guys want me doing this. And I found a lake, because when I explore, I find forests, I find quest hubs, I find lakes. When you guys explore, you find creatures, you find creatures, you find creatures. When I do quests, I find get some resources quests. When you guys get quests, you get the let's kill horrible creatures. So I believe that from now on, you guys are going to stay in the city, and I'm going to do everything else. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to move across to this tile. That's 2 of my actions. I'm then going to scavenge. I'm going to roll twice. I get 1 ore and 1 part, so that is absolutely great. I'm now on 5 of my slots. I guess, like, this is again where it's inefficient, because if I just move back, I'm not filling that slot, so I'm kind of wasting some time. But again, if I use a work action and I roll 2 things, I'm only going to be able to take 1 of them, and I risk getting 2 attention. So the question here becomes, do I want to roll and get 2 attention, potentially, or do I want to roll and get 1 thing, or do I want to run away? And I feel, as I'm a very brave soldier, I'm going to run away. So I'm going to move back here. And this means that we're going to get 1 wood, we're going to get 1 fish, we're going to get 1 ore, and we're going to get 2 item parts. One thing for anyone wondering actually is the old barn is one of the few pieces that actually there's going to be a slight tweak to, just to make it a little bit easier to put stuff in. You might see that I'm stacking things up. That's going to change. That's not the final design. I forgot to remove the fire. I'm completely not paying attention to all of the stuff that's going on. So actually I should have removed the fire, and I also should have healed you up for moving back to the city. When you move to the city, you get your health back. I'm not paying any attention to these things, so I do apologise. As I said at the beginning, I am trying to kind of keep things pushing along. I'm trying to push the chat as well, so I am going to make a few mistakes, and just shout at me. That's absolutely fine. You got your health back, the fire's burnt out, it's your turn, the creature is going to go first. So the creature's got no heal. It's going to attack, but it's got no one to attack. It's going to do its AoE, but it's got no one to AoE. Its abilities aren't going to happen apart from Rupture, which means it's going to take 5 damage. It's as if you guys did the maths. The creature is going to explode, calling all of the other creatures to its aid, but there are no creatures, so none of them are going to come and help him. Instead, the creature is just going to die, and we're going to get 2 more XP, and we are going to level up once again. This time we're going to get a skill and a stat. So you guys are going to need to make a decision between whether you want to increase what you want to do with your skill. So let me just check. I don't know if you can see this on the board. So I'm going to bring the temple down here. The tablet's going off. Everything's falling apart. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can get these to a point where you guys can see them. Maybe moving that across a bit, maybe that's going to be too far. We'll see what's going on. I might move that up, I might move that across. Doing things live is always the best thing ever. I don't know if the clock's now going to be off the edge of the screen. Let's move these over here. Why did I put this giant webcam of me over here? Who wants to see me? I am not interesting. Okay, there we go. I think that that's a little bit better. Perfect and beautiful. So you guys are going to get to choose where you want to put your skill disc. So you could move up. You could get left, you could take weaken, which is the minus shield ability. You could take distraction, which is the free your workers ability. Or you can move into tier 2. If you move into tier 2, you're going to take one of these 4 cards. We're going to go with card 1, card 2, card 3, card 4. So again, card 1, card 2, card 3, card 4. So if you want to go card, let's go card. If you want weaken or distraction, let's say weaken or distraction. For me, I am going to, I might just keep going up the right hand side, so I'm going to wait to see what you guys choose. Weaken does 1 more HP unlock arms. No, you need 2 more HP to unlock helmet. And it's helmet first and then it's arms. So what else? Weaken, what are the bottom left on card 1, 2, 3? So we've got luck, we've got move, we've got range, and we've got range. So card 1 has luck, card 2 has move, card 3 has range, card 4 has range. The abilities on them, card 1 has land song, which allows you to remove 2 poison tokens from a tile, and card 4 has warming, which allows you to remove 2 ice tokens. So these basically allow you to take tokens off the board before they start affecting us. Yeah, card 1 does have the luck stat. Weaken, card 1, weaken, card 3. It looks like you're going to go weaken, so that is going to be the first one that you guys take. So you now have the weaken ability. You can try and get that card next time around. What am I going to go for? I've just found something under my toe, so bear with me. This is a little bit weird. It's a health cube, so I'm going to just put that back in there. Don't tell anyone who's playtesting this game that I just found a cube in my toes and put it back in the pile. If you come and playtest at the UK Games Expo, I am going to wash the cubes before I go there. So that didn't happen. I don't know why I'm telling you this. So you can now, because we got to level 6, you can also increase one of your stats. So you can increase any of your stats by 1 space. I'm going to do my skill and stuff whilst you're doing that. I think I'm going to go up the right hand side. I'm going to steal this card. I know you guys really wanted it, but I want to get this worker movement as well. And I don't care about you guys really. But luckily the next one came with luck as well. So there you go. It's all worked out for the best in the long run. And for my stat, I'm going to continue increasing my scavenge move. I'm going to increase my scavenge one more time. I'm going to go up to 3 scavenge. I want to get to 4 scavenge so I can unlock my second worker. Soon, David. It will be with you as soon as I can get. So 1 attack, 2 attack, 3 attack, 1 range, 4 attack, 5 attack, 6, 7, 8 attack. It looks like we're going for 9 attack. You guys have gone up to 3 attack. We are taking the creature away, and that's looking good. That is looking like we are done. So if I remember correctly, it was your turn. That creature just activated and exploded at the start of your turn. So it is now up to you what you want to do. You can move north. You can move east. You can move 2 spaces. So you can move north twice and explore. You can move east twice. You can move north and east and north, or north and east, and you can get a quest. Your worker can move north. Your worker can move east. Your worker can scavenge. What are you going to do? There are so many options, and I am terrified that we're never going to agree on this one. Valeria, north to explore, north to explore, north to explore, north to explore, move to Frank. You guys are totally in the line with each other. We're just going with it. I'm not going to wait any longer. That was like 5 people. You're moving north, you're exploring, and if this is a creature, you are banned from exploring. Literally, I am not going to let you explore anymore. So we're going to turn over, and it's a mine. Thank goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So 2 more actions. What are you going to do? You can move and explore with your worker. You could scavenge. What are we going to do with the last 2 actions? And whilst you're deciding, yeah, our mission is to find creatures, but creatures are scary, and I'm a wimp, and you keep finding them. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. Like, this has been good fun. We've been going for like just over an hour now. My throat is already killing me, but we're going to keep going. You guys are really working in harmony, so good job with that so far. It looks like we're going to be scavenging. And as always, I really appreciate all of you coming here and joining in. I hope that you're finding this fun and interesting. I was trying to find a way just to not just do another run through, but to get you guys involved, to let you see how this works as we go along. Hopefully this is working okay so far. You know, tell your friends, spread the word, get more people to know about this. I'm doing this because I want people to see how this game plays. I want people to be able to experience it. I can't bring this game to you to play it with you. If I could, then I would. So this is the best I can offer right now, and this is the great opportunity for people to really see what's going on. So I actually, if I remember correctly, from the run-throughs, I think that we basically got to around here. I don't think we completed the 2nd chapter. Maybe we did, but I don't think we went any further. So we're now moving into kind of unexplored territory. So it looks like you're scavenging, probably get a worker towards lake or mine, scavenging, live play on Sunday, MJ Goldheart, I apologise. So the plan was always to do the run through today, and the thing on Sunday is going to be a little bit different. I didn't really spread the word as much about the live stream today because I really wasn't sure if I was going to get stuff working. I've had so many problems for the last few months with the stream, but so far it feels like it's working. I tried to do a run through on Tuesday night just to kind of test it, and things came up. I didn't manage to do it, so I was a bit anxious. So I'm really sorry. I do apologise. We're still going to be here for a long time yet, so I do hope you get to enjoy it. And on Sunday, I'm going to be answering questions, talking through stuff, and maybe we'll do a bit of a run through, but we'll see how it goes. Kickstarter doesn't have the same kind of support for streaming as YouTube does. It's a little bit more limited, so I still need to experiment with that to see what I can do. Next live stream, 4 characters, 3 teams for the free. No. I was actually thinking that it'd be quite fun to have 1 player on YouTube and 1 player on Twitch and kind of have you play off against each other, but my god, this is already hard enough. So it looks like you guys are scavenging. So your worker is over here. You're going to work once, and you have 1 scavenge. So we're going to do a scavenge. We're going to get 1 ore. Did that roll? I'm not sure it rolled, but we'll get 1 ore anyway. And attention. That's what happens when you guys roll. Always with the attention. So we're going to put 1 attention on the tile. We're going to put 1 ore in your storage. So you've got 2 wood and 1 ore now. We only need 2 ore to do this. So yeah, as you say, maybe it would be good to go up to the mine so we could start getting a bit more ore. But we do already have 1 ore. So if you bring your ore back, we do have enough to buy this body piece. We're working towards these. We need 6 ore, or 8 ore, 9 fish or 7 fish. As you say, we also found the lake, so maybe it would be good to start doing some gathering to gain these to complete this quest and get some more XP. But that's you done for now, so time moves on. We're halfway through the 2nd day. It is now midday. There is no poison on the board. We've still only found our 3 creatures, so we're going to move on. It's going to be my turn. I am going to move. My worker's got 2 movements, so I'm going to move across to this tile. I'm then going to scavenge. I now have scavenge 3. So I'm going to roll 3 dice, and I'm going to get 2 wood and an ore. Everything is always wood in my lifetime, it seems. So 2 wood and 1 ore. I'm going to work again because why do I not think that's a good idea? 1 attention, 1 fish, 1 wood. So that is not too bad. We're getting a nice mix of stuff. So scavenging is really good just to get some random resources. Keeps pushing the numbers up. It's not quite as quick as gonna gather, but it does give us a bit of a mixture. My last action, I'm just going to move across to here because I just want to kind of position myself around these tiles. No doubt you're going to find a creature. No doubt you're going to kill me. No doubt things are going to get tough. So it's over to your guys' turn. Where are we at? What's going on? No item parts. No, we've only got 2 item parts so far. Getting some more would be quite nice. Can a character buy a piece of equipment and then give it to another character? So you can trade items with each other. Now there are a few rules around that. One, obviously that player needs to have unlocked the slot if it affects a slot. Secondly, both characters need to be at the City of Kings. And third, it is an interaction. So you can interact with someone at the city to give them your clothes, which is a little bit weird, but if you want to give me some clothes, we need to go back. Valyria, North 1, explore, North 1, explore, North 1, explore. It looks like we're going to go North 1 and explore. Let's check. Valyria, North 1, explore. We are moving North 1. We are exploring and we're going to turn over this tile. What are we going to get? We have found another mine. I forgive you guys. You're starting to find some nice safe tiles for us. So that's not too bad. What are we going to do? Worker to the lake. No, Justin, you can't trade out in the world. You have to go back to the city. Actually, worker South 1, scavenge. So we've already moved and explored, unfortunately. Timing's a bit off on that one, but you do have 2 more actions. So where are you going to go with those 2 actions? Your worker could move north, your worker can move east, you could explore, or you could scavenge, or you could start moving towards the lake. You could move twice and get to the lake, you could move towards the mine. I wish it was vodka. My goodness. No, it's a big glass of water which is quickly running out. One of the things I always find with streaming is because I don't shut up and I keep talking and I try really hard just to keep it going the whole time, that my throat just completely rips itself apart. Scavenge, worker east, worker 1. What are you guys thinking? Are we thinking scavenge or lake, worker north? We're not getting much agreement here, so I'm going to start giving you a timer. We've got some more scavenge. It looks like we are going to do scavenge, and there's a bit of a mix between moving to the lake and scavenging. So you know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to scavenge once. I'm going to roll 1 scavenge dice, and then you're going to attract some more creatures, generating more attention, and then I'm going to move you towards the lake. So I'm going to assume you want to go this way. So you know what, when you guys don't come to an agreement, I'm just going to start choosing 50-50 for you. I'm not going to be here forever letting you guys argue amongst yourselves. So there you go. You're halfway to the lake. You left half a creature over here. Next turn round, you can continue doing what you want. We have not found our 4th creature. Time is moving on. We're going to the afternoon. It's my turn. I am going to move and I am going to explore. I'm going to move across here and explore, leaving you to explore the tile to the north. And I'm going to find a quest hub, Olsen's Way. So I'm going to draw another quest. I'm sorry. Eyes in the sky. Friends, there are enemies nearby. Our Vadoran scouts saw them massing just a little way away. Quick, defeat them before they get any closer. So, set up 1 creature and place it on the far northwest corner. So, option A is we set up a creature on this tile. Option B, set up 1 creature and place it again on the far northwest tile and defeat it. This creature has plus 2 hard abilities. So, okay. So option A, we set up a creature over here. It's just a normal creature. We get 1 experience point and an item. Or we set up a creature over here and it gets 2 hard abilities on top of its normal abilities, and we'll get 4 XP and 2 equipment when we kill it. So are we going for easy creature or are we going for hard creature? Yeah, I forgot work has 2 move actions. Move to the lake, get to the lake. We're hungry. I'm hungry too. Worker only moves 1 space per movement point. Correct, Justin. Your worker's only got 1 movement so far. Quest, only heroes can quest. Traitor, yes. To be fair, it's about time I found a creature. So, what are we going to do? No immediate bonus. No immediate bonus on this one. So this one is just a easy creature for 1 XP or hard creature for 4 XP. Option A, easy. Option A, more equipment cards. Option 1, option 1. Option A. Thank you guys. Option 1 this time, since it's on top of us. On top of us, it's nowhere near me. I don't care. I do not care. So, we're going to take option 1. So we're going to take an easy creature. I say easy, I mean it's just going to be the next creature. So, who do we want? I think we're going to bring over the Bloodletter Orcs. I feel like it's about time that someone ripped us apart. Creature stat bar 5. And we are going to put this one over here. So this creature, it's getting a little bit tougher. This creature has got 7 health. Okay, so 7 health is not too bad. It's got a shield of 2, so it's going to reduce all attacks by 2. I have an attack of 1, I can't hurt it. You've got an attack of 3, you're only going to do 1 damage to it. I feel like we need to get some more attack. It also heals itself for 2. So, if you attack it, you're going to do 1 damage. You can attack it twice, doing a total of 2 damage, and when it gets back to its turn, it's going to hit itself for 2. So this creature is quite a step up. It also attacks for 3. So that means someone, probably me, is going to get hit for 3 damage. It then also does an AoE attack of 2, so it's going to hit everyone for 2. And it has a medium and an easy ability. So let's go with our medium ability first. This creature's quite a step up. So the first few are kind of all about kind of just introducing you to the world, and then the other 25 are all about just destroying you. Yeah, you got weaken, so actually that's really helpful. Well remembered. Oh no. So this creature's medium ability is attack 2 and reflect 1. So that's really bad news. Really, really bad news. It's also got 1 easy ability, which is grab. So let's just see. A, can we do more weaken than once? B, isn't weaken last? So yeah, weaken you can stack up. You can do it as many times as you like, but obviously you can only do it once on a turn. Weaken is a special action, so you've only got 1 slot for special actions, but you can do it as many times as you like. They'll just stack on top of the creature. Okay, so this creature's got a range of 3. You've got a range of 2. You're not outranging it, guys. I thought that was the plan. So, let's go through its abilities. It's got attack 2. So that increases its basic attack from 3 to 5. So actually this creature's going to do 5 damage on an attack. I've got 6 health. You've got 6 health. It's also got an AoE of 2. So someone's going to take 7 damage when this creature attacks. It's also got reflect 1. So when we attack it, we are going to take 1 damage. It's also got grab, which means that it's going to pull someone onto it if they're in range. So this creature is an absolute beast. It's going to kill us in 1 hit. We are basically, well, personally, I'm running away. I'm going to leave you guys to it. So I'm not sure what you guys want to do next. It's your turn. You are welcome to do whatever you want. You could do weaken and reduce the shield by 1. You could attack and attack it for 3. With the shield reduction, that's going to help a bit. It does heal itself though. Or you can run away. What's range? The range is 3. So if we use it twice, we negate his shield fully. It looks to me like we can do this in a few turns. So yeah, Justin, if you do it twice, it will have no shield, but it is going to attack someone and do 7 damage. And you've got 6 health, so you might not want to stand in front of it for too long. So we can attack 2 and then move southeast. Sounds like a good plan to me. So, Frank Hoffman, can we move? You can move. You can move to this tile to be safe. So it looks like you are going to do a special, which is going to weaken the creature, which is going to put a -1 shield token onto the creature. You're then going to attack the creature. You attack for free. It's now got 1 shield, which means you're going to do 2 damage, pushing it down to 5. It has reflect 1, which means you're going to take 1 damage. You're then going to attack again. You're going to attack for free. The shield reduces it by 1. You're going to do 2 more damage, reducing its health to 3. You're going to take 1 more damage from the reflect, and then you're going to move. You're going to move south 1, you're going to move east 1, getting out of range of the creature. That's the end of your turn. Time moves on to evening. There's no fire on the board. I'm starting to worry a little bit now about whether or not we're actually going to be able to do this. We're nearly at midnight again. We've got 2 hopes. So the end of this turn, we're going to be on midnight. And then we've got 6 more turns to find another creature and kill it, as well as kill this creature. And at the moment, we're struggling to actually kill this creature. So it's not looking great. It's my turn, the start of my turn. The creature is going to activate. It's going to heal itself for 2, so it's going to go back up to 5. It's got no one to attack, no one to AoE, so it's not going to do anything else. It's my turn, and I'm starting to wonder what we can do. Let's just have a quick look to see what you're doing. Weaken, move to the lake, yes. Weaken, attack, yes. Add up mathematical weaken, attack. You need Frank to heal you back up before you go back in. Well, as the healer, and I totally remember that I'm the healer, I'm going to heal you and I'm going to restore 2 of your health, pushing you back up to 6, because I'm a lovely guy. And then, so what are we going to do? So this creature's got 5 health. If you guys move in, you reduce the shield, so it looks like you're possibly going to be able to kill it. Yes, Georgie, I should have found more creatures. I'll get a quest if you want. If you want me to get a quest and find another creature, then I'm more than happy to. But I feel like I'm going to leave you guys for that one. So I'm going to move across and I'm going to work. I'm going to move once. I'm going to work with my free scavenge. I'm going to roll 3 scavenge dice. I got 2 attention, so that wasn't great. Now we have 3 attention on that tile. I did get an item part, so that's kind of cool. I've got 6 items, so I'm going to move back and I'm not going to tell you what I just did. So 3 more wood. That's going to put us on to 16 wood. 1 fish, 1 ore, 1 item part. So we've got 2 fish, 2 ore, 3 item parts. So we actually have a lot of stuff going on. We have enough wood to buy 2 barricades, which is actually a lot. So we could be using barricades to shield us from these big creatures if we need to. We've got 3 item parts that now we can start converting into an item. We've got 2 ore, which is enough for us to buy this piece over here. But with all that said, it is your turn. So what are you guys going to do? Hit and run. I like to get the attention of creatures. My luck is over. I have no more chance. So it looks like you're going to move north 1, attack 2, and kill it. So the creature's currently got 1 shield. So if you attack twice, you do 3 damage, which will do 3 minus 1, so 2 damage per attack. So you could do weaken and reduce the shield. So move north, weaken, attack twice, attack, agree, move creature, weaken, attack. Sounds good to me. So that sounds like that's what we're going to do. We're going to move north, we're going to do the weaken, which reduces the shield by another 1, reduces the shield to 0, which means you've done 2 actions. You're going to attack once. That's going to do 3 damage now to the creature, pushing it down to 2 health. You're going to take 1 damage from the reflect. You're then going to do 1 more attack that's going to do another 3 damage, killing the creature, reducing your health again by another 1. The creature is dead. So that was lucky. Like, in that scenario, I say lucky, I mean, you guys worked it out, obviously, but we were lucky enough that we had gotten that weaken ability. If we didn't get that, then that creature would have been causing us far more of a headache. And because we completed the quest, we do get a equipment card, which is going to go here. So this is Layla's Revenge. This costs 1 fish, and it gives us 1 attack, and its legs. We do have fish, so we can actually buy that. Maybe you guys are going to want that. We're going to get 1 XP. That's going to push us up to 12. It doesn't level us up, but we get 2 XP from killing a creature, which pushes up to 14 XP to level 7. So we do get another skill disc. So now you're going to be probably moving up into tier 2. You can move up the right hand side if you want to, but really we're going into tier 2. So you've got card 1, luck, card 2, move, card 3, range, card 4, range. So health and luck, range and move, range and range, or gather and range. I'm going to give you just a second to decide. I'm going to keep moving up the right hand side because I want to get this extra point of scavenge. Getting that pushes me to 4 scavenge, which means I unlock my second worker. My second worker goes on the city tile, and I now get my 5th action. So because I've pushed my workers all the way up, I'm now in a situation where I can actually unlock my second one and do an extra action per turn. I'm going to take this off. I'm just going to check what's going on this, and creature's gone. Let's see what you guys are choosing to do. Equipment for easy, card 1, card 2. Yeah, so it was 1 equipment card for the easy quest and 2 equipment cards for like the harder version, but 1 XP versus 4 XP. So card 1, card 2, card 3, card 3. You want luck, card 3, card 3. Looks like we're going for card 3, better range. Oh, if I look, is it going to be Justin going for range and range? Yes. Yes, it is. Card 3 if we're going for carry, yep. Range, it looks like it's going to be card 3, guys. So you're going to keep going up with your range option. I'm going to put one of your skill discs on here. That's going to push you to upper 2 range. I'm going to replace the card in the temple, and I believe that was the end of your turn. We've leveled up. We've got the skills, the creature's dead, time's moving on, you did your move, you did your special, you did 2 attacks, time moves on to midnight. We have not found our 4th creature tile, we are running out of time, we lose 1 hope, so actually things are not looking good for us. Poison disappears, 1 attention from each tile, so that's good news. All of these creatures are disappearing, and it's over to me. So something that we need to keep in mind, something that I guess I haven't really been saying too much, is we're currently on chapter 2, and chapter 2 was to find 4 creature cards and to kill the creatures. But it doesn't give us hope. If you remember, it's only going to give us 3 item cards. So actually, we now have 6 turns, and we've got to complete that chapter and possibly move into at least 1 more chapter before we get hope. So we really now need to just kind of like run our way out there and see what we can find. So, see what's going on in the chat. Great, okay, so it's my turn. And again, just before I take my turn, guys, I'm going to say this every so often, like it's 8:30 now, UK time. So thank you for tuning in and watching. I really hope that you guys are enjoying this and finding this kind of a little bit different. I really hope a few of you who weren't sure about the game, haven't seen the game before, kind of jumping in and getting involved. If you have any questions, or there's anything you'd like to know, feel free to ask it in the chat. This is all about just having a bit of fun, showing you the game. Please spread the word. Please tell people on Facebook, on Board Game Geek, on Reddit or Twitter or Google Plus if you're that way inclined. Let people know we're doing this. Let them come and see what we're doing and enjoy the game. So, yes, Justin. So the 4 creature cards, it's effectively finding 4 creature tiles. So in theory, you could find all 4 of them before you get there, before you complete the first quest if you keep going. There's no kind of rules about that. You could turn over a story chapter and instantly complete it. It's my turn, and I feel like we're just going to kind of do some exploring and stuff. So I'm going to move down with Talora, and I'm going to explore. I feel like we need to get going, and I found a creature. I found a creature, guys. So this is creature 4, and I'm a big fan of the Shaldaka Lancers. So the Shaldaka Lancers are this kind of they're scorpion-inspired race. Like, they're not scorpions. They're kind of half man, but they're different types of beings. But they're kind of like, the thing that represents them is all of them have these kind of tails, these scorpion-like tails with these stingers on the end. So whilst they might be man, they might be orc, they might be goblin, they might be troll, they all have these kind of horrific tails, and they like to keep their trophies on their tails. So the last person they impaled, you'll often see the skeletons just kind of lining up onto these tails on the back of these creatures. I'm trying to distract you from the fact that I found a creature. Oh my goodness. It's getting harder and harder. You can venture into the red tiles. People do. The first 2 chapters of the first story are all about the kind of the green tiles, and the red ones do come into it. The red ones technically a little bit more challenging. It's kind of the harder area, so people do get afraid. In one of the really early prototypes I had, like this is about 18 months ago, I had this ability in the game that effectively meant that a creature just did damage to everyone. You didn't have to be in range, it just always did damage. And every turn the amount of damage it did increased by 1. And I always remember that this one guy came along and he was like, I'm just going to run straight to the orange, it can't be that bad. And they went 1, 2, 3, 4, move in, explore. The first creature had that ability, and they literally hadn't leveled up or anything, and it did 1 damage to everyone, and on its next turn it did 2 damage to everyone, and on the next turn it did 3 damage to everyone, and of course on the next turn it did 4 damage to everyone and just killed them all outright. So yeah, that got taken out of the game because apparently that was a little bit overpowered, but it was good fun. So I'm going to give this creature its health. It has got 15 health. It's also got Reflect too. It doesn't have a shield, but every time you attack it, it's going to do 2 damage to you. It's going to heal for 2, and it's going to attack for 5. So it doesn't have an AoE. So I feel like we're at a point now where I probably want to start tanking this creature. You guys are probably going to be attacking it. You're going to take damage from the Reflect, I expect. I'm going to be healing you up and healing myself up. So this creature has 2 easy abilities and 1 medium ability, but on the tower it gets +1 easy ability. So this tower gives it a modifier. So we're going to get Temptation and we're going to get Search Party. We're then going to get 3 easy abilities. If we kill this creature, then we are going to complete the story, assuming we don't spawn any more creatures. So we do want to get this creature killed as quickly as possible. This creature also has move, it also has teleport, and again it has teleport. So each bag has either 2 or 3 of an ability. There's about 50 abilities in each bag, something like that. There's about 60 different abilities across the 3 bags. You can get duplicates sometimes. It's not that common that it happens, but I think we've had it happen a couple of times. So this creature's got Temptation, which means it's going to pull workers towards it. It's got Search Party, which means it's going to put attention tokens onto tiles that workers are on if they're a resource location. It's got Move, which means it's going to move around the board randomly, and it's got Teleport, which means it's going to instantly jump to someone. So say it's got Reflect 2, it's got Heal 2, it's got Attack 5. I can attack it, I'm only going to do 1 damage, but we do need to kill this creature. I feel like that's probably what we want to be doing. So I'm going to attack it once, I'm going to do 1 damage, pushing it down to 14. I'm going to take 2 damage from the Reflect, pushing me down to 4. Then I'm going to heal myself. I'm going to heal myself for 2, restoring that damage. I can't move away, so I'm just going to move my worker across. My worker's going to come here to start getting more attention, scavenging for items, and it's over to you guys for Valeria. So let's see what's going on in the chat. So NickJS311 says, loves the battle standard to represent the mobs. Any chance we will get art of the races somewhere? So all of these creatures are kind of, they're created as they go. So the story goes that Vesh, he was the master, kind of the overlord of all these people, the dark Vesh, he created all of these creatures, and the factions represent kind of combinations of similar creatures that sit together. So the Shaldaka Lances, it's not that there's like one being. The Shaldaka Lances represent creatures that have these kind of scorpion-like tails. So again, as I was saying, it's not necessarily human or an orc, but they have that one distinguished feature, and this is why we use the war banner. However, during the Kickstarter, we have been unlocking some creatures, and these creatures, the primary purpose of them is to be used for bosses. So you'll discover in some of the stories there's specific fights that you're going to have, specific creatures that you're going to have to kill, and these are what these creature tiles are for. However, you can use those creatures as a replacement for the banners if you prefer to. I don't recommend it, but it is an option there for people who really don't want to be using the banners. And if you look at the Kickstarter page on the City of Kings on Kickstarter, you'll find the creatures kind of tiles artwork on there as stretch goals we've been unlocking. So you guys attack twice. I'm just going to catch up. I'm falling behind on the stuff. South to attack. You do have 2 movements, so you could move twice and attack. So we both have the same maximum health. However, so how aggro works is it's anyone in range. If we're both in range, whoever's got the highest maximum health, we both have the same maximum health. So then it falls back to the player controlling the creature and then turn order. So yes, I would take the hits for this. So if you move down and attack, remember you've only got 4 health and the creature reflects for 2. So if you attack it twice, you are going to die. Let's have a look. Move south, attack, heal, move south, attack, heal, move south, attack, heal. I trust this game. And send the workers home to build something nice. Yes, Peter, never forget the workers. South to barricade, attack. So to use a barricade, you have to build it. So you have to do a work action in the city to trade the wood for the item, and then your worker has to bring it out to build it. So only workers can use the traps and the barricades and the camps. They're purely a worker item. So for people who really want to focus on just workers, you can. You don't have to ever use your hero in this game if you don't want to. Obviously, it's completely up to you. But the temporary structures are designed to allow people to do serious kind of worker play if that's what they want to do. Attack and heal, we do not have enough HP to attack twice. Honestly, Frank, your enthusiasm and honesty is even more impressive to me than the game itself. Thank you, Marius. Like, I appreciate that. For me, you know, this is, you know, I always worry because it's both a passion, but it's also something I'm very serious about. I've spent a lot of my life thinking about games and designing games, and I've spent a lot of time getting this right and playtesting this and getting it out in front of people. So I always kind of want to make sure that people realise how much this is both like something I love, but also something that, you know, I've put that effort into. I don't want to be seen as just a guy who's just, you know, has no idea what he's doing, but he's having fun, because, you know, I've spent so much time getting in front of people, and this is why I sent it to people like Rado to play it, because, you know, he is not going to just say to me, hey, that's loads of good fun, I'm going to do a video. Like, when Rado played this game, he wasn't playing it to do a run through, he was playing it to do a play test of the game. So when I first spoke to him, I sent the game over to him, and there was no agreements on videos, there was no talking about doing videos. It was purely a, like, you know, can you play this game and let me have feedback? And I was so nervous, my goodness. Like, you know, I really obviously wanted like people to give me feedback, and, you know, blind playtesting is great, but doing it with people who are, you know, known in the community, is always that little bit kind of like, what if I've missed something? And of course, if you've seen his videos, the playtest, he said he loved it, and then he said, you know, he'd be happy to do a video, and then he did the video, and, you know, it was such a nice feeling to kind of get reassurance from him and countless other people who have been playing the game over the last year. Nick, like, again, there's so much of this world that I want to kind of share, and now the game's out there, and once it gets to print, we'll start updating the website and putting more and more of this information on there. If you go to thecityofkings.com, there's a world tab at the top. If you click on that, you'll be able to see some of the information about the characters. You'll also see the prologue to the overall kind of story, and there's more information that we're adding to that in the coming months. So move, attack, heal, you can only do it twice. So I feel like what you guys are basically saying, I'm going to try and summarise over that, is that you do want to move down, you're going to do a move action, you do want to attack the creature, you're going to attack the creature once. That is going to do 3 damage to the creature, reducing its health down to 11. It's going to do 2 damage back to you. That's going to push you down to 2 health. I feel like you're then saying that you want to heal yourselves. So if you do heal yourself, you're going to heal yourself for 1. I don't feel like you need to, but I'm happy to heal you. But you know what? I'm going to let you heal yourself for 1 just because, why not? And then you've got 1 more action. So what do you want to do with this other action? What are we going to do? We are going to... Valeria can't move, she can't attack or heal again. You could get a quest, but if we get another creature, it's not going to be ideal. You've got your worker who could continue moving towards the lake. Don't worry about weaken for this one because it doesn't have a shield, so weaken's not going to do anything. So did you want to move the worker towards the lake, or do you want to, so we can continue trying to work towards the city smokehouse, and we can also start looking into getting some of these items. So yeah, there's no benefit in doing weaken because again it doesn't have a shield, so weaken reduces the shield stat. So move the worker home. Oh yeah, your worker's got 2 wood and ore, so you could start moving the worker back. This creature does have temptation, so it is going to pull your worker towards it if you don't move the worker out of the way. So, okay, let's go with moving the worker. So, do you want to move the worker north or south? Do you want to move the worker towards the lake to get fish? Do you want to move the worker south towards the city? Lake, build some stuff, west, north, lake. I feel like we're going with the lake. From the looks of it, we're going to move towards the lake. North lake, that's quite a lot of norths and lakes, so going to move the worker over here. Am I going to get the barricade? I could get a barricade. I wasn't planning on it just yet. It's probably going to help, isn't it? Thanks to Componio. I am useless with names. This is going to be my downfall. My goodness. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. Thank you for coming along and chat to you on Board Game Geek. So, you guys are now at the lake. The end of the the end of the round. The chapter has not been completed. We need to kill this creature. We move on to early morning. We've got 5 more turns to kill this creature. Move on to the next chapter. Find out what happens. You guys don't know. I know. I've done this once or twice before. It's my go. The creature is going to activate. The first thing to do is the creature is going to heal, pushing it up to 11. It's going to attack for 5. The priority target is anyone in range. We're both in range. It's the person with the highest maximum health. We've both got 6. Then it's the person who controls the creature moving round. That means it's going to attack me for 5. I'm going to go down to 1 health. I am not healthy right now. The creature is going to go through its abilities. The first thing it's going to do is teleport, which means it's going to instantly move to the priority target. I'm the priority target, it's not going to move anywhere. It's going to do temptation, moving all workers towards it. There are no workers in straight lines, so they're not going to move towards it. It's going to do search party, but again, there are no workers in range. So all it's going to do now is it's going to move. So we're going to take a movement card and... we're going to look, so the creature is the X, it's going to try and go across to 1, but that would be off the board. It will try and go down to 2, but that will be off the board. So it's going to go across and up, so 1, 2, 3, straight onto your worker. Your worker is now trapped. It hates you. Valeria, though, is in range, so that's probably worked out fairly well for you. We are now going to go to my turn. So... I am now out of range of the creature, so I need to get in range to tank the creature. The problem is I've only got 1 health. If I heal myself twice, I'm only going to go up by 2, so I'm going to go up by 4 to 5. That's not going to be enough to protect me. Because it attacks for 5 and I'll be on 5, so I'm still going to die. Now, if you attack, you're also going to... you're on 3 health, so you can attack it once, but you're not going to be able to tank it. So you could attack it and move out of the way, or I can come and tank it. But if you move out of the way, I don't need to tank it. So I'm going to go on the basis that maybe you'll be nice and move out of the way. So what I'm going to do is I've only got a range of 1, so I'm going to move across 1 tile, and then going to heal you to restore your health to 5. This means you now have the ability to attack twice. And I'll heal you again because it's going to help. No, I'm going to heal myself a bit, so I'm going to start pushing my health up to 3. Then with my worker, I feel like I'm going to spend some wood. I'm going to do a work action with worker 2, and I'm going to spend 8 of our wood. We currently have 16 wood, so we're going to go down to 8 wood, and I'm going to get a barricade. Now, I put those behind the tablet because that's great planning. Let me move them back over. So I'm going to get a barricade, and I'm going to put the barricade in my worker section for a work action, and then I'm going to move my worker. The problem is if I move my worker here, the creature's going to do temptation and pull me onto it. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to move my worker here. I'm only going to move 1 space, but now when the creature does temptation, it's going to pull my worker towards it, putting my worker onto the tile that I want to be on. So that's the end of my turn. It's over to you. So you've got 4 actions. What would you like to do? I highly recommend you do not stay in front of the creature. Attack twice, move to the city, buy the equipment. You could do that. That sounds like a sensible thing for me. Going to give you guys a few minutes to have a little think about what you want to do. What would you like to do? Attack twice, city, buy attack item. Attack twice, then city and buy the equipment. It sounds like you guys are all completely aligned. Now, the problem you have is this. I want those, and I'm in charge. I'm controlling the pieces, so I'm not going to let you have them. No. Yeah, no, it sounds good. So you guys are going to attack twice. So you're going to attack the creature. Attacking the creature is going to do 3 damage to the creature. That's going to push it down to 10. You're going to take 2 damage back. You're then going to attack the creature again, pushing it down to 7. You're then going to take another 2 damage back. You're then going to move back into the city. That's going to restore all of your health. You're then going to do an interaction. You're going to buy Layla's Revenge, which is going to cost 1 of our little fishies. You're going to equip the Layla's Revenge into your leg slot. That's going to increase your attack to 4. That's the end of your turn. We check the objective. We have not killed the creature. Time moves on to late morning. It is now my turn. The creature is going to activate. The first thing it does is it heals itself for 2. It's got no one to attack. It's going to go through its abilities. It's got no one to teleport to. It's going to do temptation, which is going to move my worker 1 tile towards it. It's going to do search party, but there are no workers near it which are on resource locations. So it's now going to be... it's going to now move. So it's going to do its move action. Its move is going to bring it over to here. And then it is going to be the end of the creature's turn. It's going to come to me. Let's just catch up on the chat. Yeah, when you end a movement in the city, you get your health back. And it also reduces, gets rid of any negative effects you have. So going to the city is a good way to kind of heal yourself, but obviously it works much better early game, but late game, if you haven't increased your movement, it's going to take you much longer to get back. But it is quite a cool little kind of mechanic, because again, if you increase your movement up to 5, you can effectively move back and forwards between the city, and then maybe you don't need a healer. I mean, that is an option, but if you're increasing your movement that much, you're going to may as well maybe have gotten the hill instead. But, you know, there's different kind of combinations between how that works. So, You're done. Time moved on. The creature has activated. It is my turn. So this creature has got 9 health. You guys are going to attack. You can do 4 damage in an attack now, which means you can do 8 in total. So, if my maths is correct, I can move myself. Ooh. But, no. Let's have a look. You can't reach it. Yes, you guys don't have the range. If I move in front of it and attack it, you guys can't actually get into range. You've still only got range 2, and it's not going to hit you, so I am not going to go near it. I am not going to attack it. Instead, you nearly killed me, guys. I'm going to heal myself twice, putting myself back up to full health. I'm then going to use my worker. Guys, please don't kill me. I'm going to work once. I'm going to get an item part, a fish, and some attention. So the attention is going to go on here. Oh yes, this was on this one. I apologise. I'm going to get the fish. I'm going to get the item part. This is going to go onto here. This is going to go onto here. I could start moving my other worker up as well, like. I don't know where we want to put the barricade, so I'm not going to do it just yet. I have a feeling, though, it's going to be in the orange area. So I'm going to move my second worker across, just so that I can get closer to this area when we want to put that barricade down. And then I'm going to scavenge one more time with this worker, and I'm going to get 2 parts and an attention. So that's another 2 item parts. That means I'm going to have 3 item parts in total now. So we're going over to your turn. Remember that we have 3 item parts, so we can do an interaction at the city to convert those item parts into new equipment. You guys can move out, your worker can move around and do stuff. What are we thinking? So I feel like you, the creature's got a range of 3, so the creature can attack you here and here. So you probably want to move somewhere towards it. Let me know what direction you want to go. You can do an interaction to convert the item parts. You can gather and start getting us some fish. Up to you. Your worker is going to get pulled towards the creature. So you want to move northeast. I'm looking at move northeast, fish twice, move worker south once, move northeast. So it looks like we're doing a definite move northeast. We've got fish twice, interact item northeast. So it looks like we're going to do gather. Oh, do you want to do the item before we do the movement? A few people are coming up with the item. So, yes, no, are we going to do the item convert before we do the move? Fish, meet the worker at the intersection. Convert looks like it's coming up, but I feel like we've already moved. I feel like it's too late with that. People weren't fine. I'm going to listen to admification, because admification is saying fish. I don't recognise the name from all of the chats yet, so welcome. I apologise if I've just been really insulting and ignored you for the last 2 hours. We're going to fish. We're going to gather at the lake. We're going to get 2 fish. That was a good shout. We're then going to fish once again. And attention. So we've now got 1 attention. We've got 2 fish. And you guys have got 1 more action. So what do you want to do with the last action? Do you want to move the worker back? Do you want to get a quest? What are we going to do? Move the worker south. Move the worker west. Get a quest. Those are your options. I apologise if that action wasn't quite as smooth as normal. It got a little bit complicated. We've got to remember that time is ticking on. We've got, what, 1, 2, 3 turns, basically. We have to kill this creature really soon. We are literally, 4 turns away from losing the game, and we're not going to even get hope from this. We're going to have to do more stuff. So we're really, really running out of time now, guys. It looks like your worker is going to move down. So that is the end of your turn. Time moves on. It is now midday. We are really quickly running out of time. it is now my go. The creature's going to go. The creature's going to heal itself. It's going to push itself up to 11. Time is quickly running out. I feel the creature's going to do its temptation. The search party is going to do its teleport. None of those things are going to happen. The creature's going to move. You can see that I'm starting to think now. I'm starting to worry, and I feel like I need to start working out what we're going to do. The creature is not going to go up and across, so it's going to go across and down. You guys can still get to it, so that's good news. The creature is done, so it's my turn. You guys are attacking for 4. The creature's got 11 health, but we need to kill it. So I'm going to move down with my worker. I'm going to move my worker 1, 2. I'm then going to do a work action, and I'm going to put a barricade on this tile. I'm then going to move my hero. My hero is going to move down and across. I'm then going to attack. If I attack, that's going to do 1 damage. It's going to push it down to 10 health. I'm going to take 2 damage from the reflect. That's going to push me down to 4. I'm then going to attack again. That's going to do another 1 damage. It's going to push it down to 9. It's going to reduce my health to 2. But it's okay because I'm on a barricade. So when it does its attack, I'm going to survive 1 attack. So that's the end of my go. It's over to you guys, and we really need to make sure that we get this creature killed as quickly as we can. You've got a movement of 2, you've got an attack of 4, you've got a range of 2, so I can probably guess where you're going to want to go, but I'm going to let you guys decide. So something I want to cover just whilst you're making this decision is, for all of you new guys, welcome first. Thank you for joining us, paying attention. We've got a lot of people watching, and I do hope you're enjoying this. If you've got any questions, then please do feel free to ask. The City of Kings comes with 7 stories, and we're currently playing the first story. This is the easiest story by far, and it gives you a good introduction to the game and lets you get used to the mechanics. As you play through some of the other stories, they start to become more difficult. There's also scenarios, and I think that we're now on 10, and we're looking to unlock our 11th scenario with stretch goals. They offer smaller, more interesting kind of one-off puzzles. So they might be combat related or resource related, and they again come at different difficulties. So whether you're a new player or an experienced player, you can choose at which point you want to be able to play the game and for how long you want to play the game. So looking through the actions, south, east, attack, attack, south, east, attack, attack, move, attack, attack, move, worker, west, last action. So move, south, east, attack for 4 damage, pushing the creature down to 5, and you guys are going to take 2 damage. Attack again for another 4 damage, pushing the creature down to 1 health. You're going to take another 2 damage. You've got 1 more action. With your last action, worker west, worker west. Let's go get this beast. I agree. Worker, last action. So you're going to move your worker is going to move across towards the forest. It's the end of your turn. Time moves on. We're now at afternoon. We've got 2 more turns, guys. We are really not looking good. I do not want this to end, so let's keep going and see what happens. The creature's activating. The creature's going to heal itself for 2, sorry. It's going to heal itself for 2. It's then going to attack for 5. However, I'm the target, but I'm on a barricade. The barricade, we're level 7, will reduce incoming damage by 7, which means it's going to absorb all of the damage. The barricade shatters. So that's that done. The creature's then going to do its temptation. That's going to pull my worker onto it. It's also going to pull this worker across onto it. It's going to teleport towards me, and then it's going to move. So let's hope that it doesn't move too far away. It's moving across and off, down and off, down and off. So it's going to move 1, 2, and up. So that's not too bad. Personally, I can't get to it. I can get to it, but I can't kill it. It's got 3 health. But yeah, I feel like I'm going to do some healing. So I'm going to heal you guys. Okay. I feel like the stream just died. so bear with me. Let me just have a quick check because everything's just disappeared off my screens. If you bear with me 1 second, because the stream's just disappeared for me and I can't see the chat or anything. Okay, I'm just going to wave my hand and make sure that things are moving on my screens. Cool, I think that it's okay. Apologies, I guess that it just disconnected there. So I just want to make sure that the thing comes back up. Okay, it looks like it's working, so apologies, it's going to be weird. Yeah, okay, well, I'm going to continue going, but the stream's just died off for me. So I can see the chat for the moment, but I can't see the stuff, so it's a bit weird. I'll give it a second and see what happens. So, anyway, I've healed you guys. Or was I in the middle of healing you guys? I was in the middle of healing. So, let's go back. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a heal action, and I'm going to heal you guys. I'm going to heal you guys for 2. That's going to push you up to 4 health. I'm going to heal you guys. No, I'm not going to heal you again. You've got enough health. It's only going to hit you for 2. That's absolutely fine. Yes, Peter, I tried turning it off and on again. Thank you. Very much appreciate that. Very helpful. This is why I make board games. I have no idea about technology. It's not like I've worked with tech for the last 15 years. Okay, so I've healed you once. I've pushed you up to 4 health. Now, I feel like I'm going to... I don't know. It's really difficult because... I could explore, but we don't really want to explore. My worker here is stuck until this one explores. I think that I'm going to heal myself for 2. It's going to push me up to 4. And then... you guys probably don't want me to explore, but I'm going to explore because I want to free my other worker. I'm going to turn over this tile. And I found a forest, so that is good news. It was not a horrific creature. I'm going to move this worker back up and round. It's creature 1, 2, and with my last action, I'm going to scavenge with worker 2. It's going to roll 4 scavenge dice now. I should be rolling. I don't know if I was, but there we go. Look at that. Perfect roll. I'm going to give me 1 attention. I'm going to get 1 fish. I'm going to get 1 wood, and I'm going to get 1 item part. They're going to go into slot 2. So it's over to you guys for your next turn. You've got 4 actions. What are you going to do? Okay guys, so here's where we're at. You guys are on your turn. You've got 4 actions. We have got a couple of turns before this game ends, and we will lose unless we manage to get really, really far through the game. So one of the things that is like a challenge with this game is you do get to kind of fluff yourself around, but you need to get used to the pace. You need to work out how much you want to mess around and how much you want to move forward. So some of these creatures might have been a bit easy for us, but that's probably because we've done quite a few quests. Now, because we spent time doing those quests, we've become more powerful, but we haven't explored through the game quick enough. So now we're going to be moving on. The timer hasn't moved on yet because it's your turn. So west attack, west attack, west attack, west attack. west attack, blah 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 blah, west attack, time to kill creatures, or work wood, then move. So it looks like you're going to move across and attack. So you're moving 1, you're going to attack for 4 damage, it's going to kill the creature, you're going to take 2 damage, it's going to push you down to 2 health, the creature is going to die, and we're going to get 3 experience points. Getting 3 experience points is 1, 2, 3. You're going to get 1 extra stat. So what stat do you want to increase? You can increase your health, your attack, your heal, your range, your move, your luck, your worker move, your gather, your scavenge. You can increase whichever stat you want to increase. I'm going to increase my heal. I feel like I've not increased my heal enough. So where do you want to go? What do you want to increase? Can we hold? No, you've got 5 resources at the moment, so you could hold 1 more resource. So you've got 1 stat to increase. You could increase range. Do remember, when we get our next skill, if you go up to here, you're going to get your 3rd range as well. So we get 1 more XP to get us that 1 range. If you get attack, you unlock the head slot. We haven't got any heads yet. There's a good mix of people though. We've got 1, 2, 3 range, 4 range, 1 attack, 2 attack, 3 attack, 4 attack, 5 attack, 5 range, 1 move. We're 50-50 on attack. We've got a couple more ranges coming in. What are we going to go for? I'm going to let you have... The next person who says anything is going to be the decision. Attack or range? Attack or range? What's it going to be? It's really exciting watching chat. Health, attack. Okay, cool. We're going with attack. So attack is going up to 5. So that's you done. I did my heal. You've got 2 more actions. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do with your last 2 actions? Cool, okay, everyone agreed on attack, apart from 1 person who's going for health. Unfortunately, you weren't the majority. So the stat's done. You've got 2 more actions. What can you do? Your worker's here, so your worker can move to the city and unload the stuff. You could get some wood before you unload. Or you could go exploring. Valeria's next to the city, so you could move back and heal up. You could move up getting ready to explore. You could move up and get a quest. So worker dropping off in the city. Worker, city 1. Worker, south 1. It looks like the worker's going to go back to the city. I'm going to just give it 1 more second. Worker to the city, working to the city. Cool, so worker's going to the city. So the worker is in the city. So what are we going to do with that final action? Whilst you're doing that, I'm going to increase the stock. So we get 2 wood. We get 2 fish and we get 1 ore. As I said to people earlier, this is one of those things where the old barn is something that we are still working on, the design of it. There's going to be a bit more space, so don't be put off by the fact that I'm stacking all the stuff. I should probably do all the disclaimers. We've been going for a few hours. I don't know if I've said them enough. This is a prototype, it's not the final version of the game. Some of these pieces are going to slightly change. We're also avoiding all of the spoilers. I'm not reading out the narrative as we go through the game, so I do apologise if you are hoping to see that. This is the City of Kings, a 1 to 4 player cooperative fantasy adventure game where you and me are playing together, exploring this world and trying to survive. We're currently on Kickstarter. We are over 600% funded with over 2,000 backers. You guys are incredible. We've got 1 week left and we really want to unlock some more stretch goals. We are so close to unlocking the Grimnar now, which is this awesome gorilla mammoth inspired ogre like creature, and today we released the Jamba, which we are now working towards. The Jamba used to be this loving, peaceful kind of bear type race. They're actually inspired by sloth bears, and if you actually look into it, there's a kind of religious Hindu god figure which is kind of based around the sloth bear, which is the Jambavian or something like that, which is where the name kind of comes from. But unfortunately Vesh got hold of these creatures and took out their claws and replaced them with these cursed blades that have turned them into these vicious beasts, which are what you're going to encounter as you walk around. So good luck with that. With the last action, it looks like you could heal, but Valeria's already moved That's correct, yeah, I forgot Valyria had moved, so you couldn't move again. So it looks like the worker is moving north. From the looks of it, the worker's going to move north. It's the end of your turn. The story is complete. We completed chapter 2. Congratulations. We are going to get 3 item cards. So we have unlocked 3 more items. And wow, okay. So we've got 2 more arm slots. We cannot use arm slots, so these are not helpful for us right now. They're going to all give us a lot of attack and a lot of range. We've also unlocked the head slot. So we've also discovered an item that goes in the head slot. This gives us 2 health, 2 gather, and 1 move. You guys have unlocked the ability to have helmets. So you could actually get the ocular clay. It's going to cost us 1 wood, 1 fish, and 2 ore. It's going to give us 2 health, 1 move, and 2 gather. So that is an option for you guys. So that is that complete. We're now moving on to chapter 3. Chapter 3, and chapter 3 says we need to discover 1 creature tile within Azure Eyes, which is the orange tiles, and then we need to kill it. And if we do that, we're going to get 1 hope. Now, basically, we now have to go and find a creature in the orange tiles and kill it. The problem is time is about to move on, and we're now on evening. So we have 1 turn to get into the orange tiles, to find a creature, and to kill it. Otherwise, we're going to lose. Obviously, that's not ideal. So it's my turn, and I feel like we're just going to go mass exploring. So I'm going to move my worker up. My worker's going to move up. No, I'm not. I'm not going to move my worker up. I'm going to move Valyria. Nah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this worker up and across. I'm then going to explore. I'm then going to find this tile, and I hope that it's a creature. Okay, so this isn't a creature. This is Stern Castle Paddock. So this is a stable. Let's just have you look through the stuff. So the stable is useful. So you can do an interaction in the city to instantly jump to the stable, or you can do an interaction at the stable to instantly get back to the city. So effectively, you're hiring a horse to move between the 2 locations. So on your next turn, you can move to the city and teleport to the stable for 2 actions. So as such, because I want us to be in range if we can, I'm going to move this worker. Let's have a look. I'm going to move worker 2 across and up, and then I'm going to explore with worker 2. And I'm going to hope that we find a creature, and we do. Okay. So we found our creature. Now we just have to kill it in 1 turn. So it's all up to you guys. So we don't get hope from that one. So not all of the chapters give you hope. So we have found our creature. So guys, we can still do this. I believe in you. I believe that you can kill this creature in 1 turn. So, don't know why I'm getting into the bag. I'm getting carried away. We're going to take the Pale Doom. The Pale Doom are going to come across, and we are actually going to get a creature that's going to get 12 health. This creature's got 12 health. It's got 3 shield, it's got 3 attack and 3 AoE and 3 range, and it gives us 3 XP. So all the 3s, 3 shield, 3 attack, 3 AoE, 3 range, 3 XP. Comes with 2 medium abilities. Now, some people have been asking, what's so hard about the orange area? This tile gets +2 medium abilities. So this creature is going to come out with 4 medium abilities. 4 medium abilities. Oh my goodness. That is 8 abilities in total. So this creature is coming out with Curse, Poison Spit, Temptation, Search Party, Whirlwind, Panic, Poison Blade, and Poison Spit again. So luckily we're only on 7. Now, all of these abilities, basically, we've already met. Curse, we know, it reduces incoming healing. Poison Spit is new, it's going to spit poison at us. Temptation and Search Party, we've already done. Whirlwind and Panic, we've already done. poison blade is it's going to hit someone and poison them, and poison spit, again, is that spitting the poison across. So actually a lot of these we've already encountered, but not in this horrific combination. My worker is stuck, my voice is dying, it's got 3 shield, you guys can attack for 5, I've got 1 more action. I'm going to just move myself up here, I'm going to get ready to kind of, I don't know what. It's up to you guys. What are you going to do? Let's have a catch up on the chat. So guys, what are you going to do? You've got 4 more actions. You can move and you can interact. You can attack it twice. You can move. It hasn't got reflect. You could do weaken. Either way, I don't think that you're going to kill it, but we might as well give it 1 try. So you're going to move, you're going to teleport. It looks like that seems like the option. If I'd have got a bit more attack, then maybe we would have died. Move to the city, get a machine gun, and teleport. Can you get into range? Yeah, okay, so if you had some luck, maybe. So if you move across to the city, you can then do an interaction to get on a horse, and Valeria gallops across to the stables, gets off the horse. She's going to do an attack action. She's going to attack. She's got an attack of 5. It's got a shield of 3. It's going to do 2 damage, putting it down to 10. She's going to attack again. It's going to do another 2 damage, putting it down to 8. It's the end of your turn. We need to kill this creature to get 1 more hope to keep the game going, but unfortunately we don't. Time moves on. We lose our hope, and that's the end of the game. So we were just a little bit off. I mean, if you think about it, you know, what could we have done? Like, if you had 1 more action, you could have put that weaken on it to reduce the shield. So maybe instead of attacking it, we did the weaken. So actually, maybe instead of having it on 8 health, it's now on 10 health, and maybe it's got the weaken. So on the next turn, it's going to attack. So actually, maybe I would have wanted to move in range of it. The AoE is probably going to kill us, but maybe we would have healed up. Maybe on the next turn around, you would do another weaken, and maybe on that turn, it's only got 1 shield and you're attacking for 4, and then you would have done 8 damage, pushing it down to 2. So actually, we were maybe 2 turns away, I think. Like, going through it, I expect we probably could have killed that creature if we had 2 more turns. We were just slightly off. But let's have a quick look. Guys, we've been going for a few hours now. I'm kind of glad we lost now, at all. I'm probably going to go back over it, and I'm glad that you got to see. Yeah, Justin, you would have healed for going to the city. I rushed through that, so yeah, you would have actually. So you wouldn't have died. So actually, yeah, we probably, if I'd stayed over here, maybe we would have needed another barricade. The creature was still going to attack for 6 damage. But yeah, we would have been kind of, 1 turn, probably 2 turns, I think, away from doing it. So we were pretty close. And and I kind of go back and think, we got the quest that we never did, so it was a bit of a waste of time. I never got any attack. Both of us got a fair bit of health, which we didn't really both need to have that. The range, did the range ever pull off? I guess it did. There was 1 creature down here where you had that extra range that was really helpful, but perhaps it wasn't, perhaps it was. I never took any abilities. I was just pushing up through the skills. So again, that wasn't great. I never bought the equipment. If I had maybe increased to get this, rather than doing the worker stuff. I mean, I'm looking at it now and going, we've got 10 wood, we've got 3 fish, 3 ore, 3 iron parts, got 4 more iron parts over here. And what did we do with all of that resource? We never completed the quest. We got that 1 barricade, but it was really inefficient. I mean, I massively went into workers, but then we never actually optimized to use that. So perhaps using scavenge in this instance wasn't so great, because by taking all that scavenge, we were just getting a lot of stuff that we weren't really using. And guys, thank you for watching. Just catching up on the chat again. Like, I will see if I can try and do this again before the campaign ends. Like, I can't promise. I'm really happy that the stream held up. And was the sound okay generally? One thing I wasn't sure about is when I was doing some testing, I was getting a lot of background noise from my laptop's fans. So it'd be good to know whether you felt like the sound quality was okay or whether there was kind of annoying noise in the background. One thing I do want to talk about, whilst there's a few people here, is something I've not explained too much to anyone. I've mentioned it a couple of times in comments and stuff, but it's something which I really want to kind of get out there for you, because there are 7 stories, right? We all know that there's 7 stories, and we also know that there's chapters. Now, what not everyone knows is there's 2 concepts in this game which add this extra level. So there's the heroic challenge and the legendary challenge. So each story comes with 3 ways to play. There's the normal way, the heroic, and the legendary. So if we completed this story, right, once we've sped up, I mean, it took us, just over 2 hours, 20 minutes to get to where we were. Obviously, like, with the back and forwards, it's going to be a lot longer than it would be in real life. We're not too far away from the end of story 1. Like, I don't want to spoil it too much, but we're really not that far away. Like, that one extra hope that we would get for killing this creature, that's the final hope for the rest of this story. So to give you an idea, I would say we're probably 80% of the way through this story. Now, once you've completed it, you get given that option of, do you want to do the heroic challenge? And the heroic challenge extends that story, so you can do an extra optional thing. Now, you don't have to, you've already beaten the game, but if you want to continue playing for a little bit longer, then you can. However, to achieve the heroic challenge, you need to really optimize how well you do in the first half of the story. So because we were so low on hope, we probably would have really struggled with the heroic mode. So what it does is it encourages you to learn to play the game better and to be more efficient and to get on and get through the game. And to do that, it's obviously going to speed up how long the game takes. You're going to do it much quicker. So then what takes you 2 hours might take you an hour and a half, and what takes you an hour and a half might take you an hour. But then you get an extra added level which you can choose to play that extends it back up and adds more difficulty. So even once you've beaten story 1 and you're well into story 2 or you're well into story 3, you can always go back and then you can attempt that heroic challenge. And the same thing works with the legendary. So once you've mastered the heroic challenge and you can do that in an hour and a half, then you can move on to the legendary challenge. So to give you an idea, the 2-player version of this, I can complete the first story with another player. Like, there's a guy called Chris who I play the game with a lot. We can complete story 1 in about 45 minutes. And then the heroic challenge and the legendary challenge, the heroic takes us up to about an hour, and the legendary takes us up to about an hour and 15 minutes. Now, obviously, we've played the game loads, we're not chatting much and blah, 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 but it gives you this kind of idea of how quickly you can reduce the time, but then you can choose to extend it back up. So that's another thing that's in the game, which, as I say, we don't put out too much because it's a little bit complicated, but hopefully that will help appeal to a few more people. Great, I'm glad the sound wasn't too bad for you guys, and like, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that the game gets you on time. Like, I know, like, obviously everyone does, but I've put so much planning into doing this. I've seen so many ways that Kickstarters kind of fall back, and I've made sure I've got those ticked off. So fingers crossed this game will get you on time. I am going to get going. My throat is starting to kill me. So on Sunday, we're going to be live streaming on the Kickstarter page, and that's going to be a much more kind of talking through stuff, answering questions. And if I can get the cameras working through Kickstarter, we might do a bit of a run through, but it won't be quite like we have been today. Next week, as you all know, is the last few days of the campaign. I think we've got 7 days left now, and it's 7 or 8, depending on the time zones. So we're nearly at the end, and it's going to just ramp up so much, and I just hope that you all continue to spread the word. You've all been amazing, and I really, really am grateful. Me and Sarah, we've spent so much of our life for the last few years working on this game. Like, so many of our holidays, you know, I was working on it in the planes, going back and forwards, you know, taking it to places and play testing it whilst we're abroad. And it's such a nice feeling to finally be able to just, you know that this game's being made. And I really hope that we can add more and more into it. If you've not seen my big picture video, there's so much I plan to do moving forwards. Like, it's unbelievable how much I want to put into this. We've already started planning out the ideas for expansions and kind of other games and mini expansions and all of these things. And we've got some really, really cool ideas and things that I haven't seen done with other games. And what I mean by that is like the way they present those, how they offer them to you. We're going to make it so easy to get as much content out there as possible. This is a game engine that sits behind this gigantic world, and I want to give you stuff to play for years to come, and we're going to continue doing that. So, you know, thank you. Just going to quickly check for any last final questions. Justin, the only reason I'm not doing the 4-player run-throughs is just because I'm not sure how I can get them onto the camera. If I was to do it, I would have to have like one of the character sheets off the camera, I expect. It's something I would love to do, and actually the game's been played much more in 4-player than 2-player. I mean, obviously they've both been played a lot of times, but all of the play testing we did for the first like 3 or 4 months was 2-player only, then it became 4-player only for a long time, and then it kind of became back and forwards. But as I say, the run-throughs, I really am only doing 2 players just because of the camera and getting them onto the screen. But if I can find a way to do it, perhaps I'll have some stuff off the screen and just kind of talk it through. Maybe that would be good. So yeah, guys, I'm going to shut up now. I've been going on for too long, so thank you for watching. I'm going to now crawl onto the floor and work out how to stop the stream so you can pay attention and listen to me crawling around. And until next time, keep on adventuring.